Baseball is dead.
Rest in peace.
We have a lot to talk about, Dallas. Joey has some things that he has to talk about, but specifically with you, I feel like there's a couple things we need to discuss. I feel like people that are listening right now are like, hey, we tuned in to hear Dallas speak on some things.
Like that, like that Dodgers Mets series, huh?
It was pretty cool.
Want to talk about that Dodgers Mets series?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
we'll get to Dodgers. Mets.
you want to talk about that? I know what you want. You want to talk about that minor league game ending with four guys getting drilled in a row. Walk off.
Yeah, we can
That's
talk
what
about
you wanted
too,
to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Talk about that. The boys in Philly are fired up. Oh, we opened up the voicemail lines for Angel fans.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the voicemails are just like it's turning into a therapy service. The Angels have lost 11 straight baseball games, so we have Angels voicemails in the show.
That's tough. 11 straight. That is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that John Boy pitch tipping video is pretty interesting. Your Dawn, Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Beretted the fuck up was your Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can get to that too.
Yeah. That Ryan Presley ejection, kind of bullshit.
Umpires, what are we doing? Once again.
We'll talk about that. But first, actually, Joey, the Atlanta Braves, it's a winning ball club.
Yeah. Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, you don't look surprised.
I'm not afraid to say it. We're back.
Oh.
I'm not the only one who knows their team is back. Braves.
Oh.
That's
what happens.
We're ahead back? What you get? Ronnie starts dropping diesel, and now you're back. That's what is that? What it takes?
It takes a winning streak. We had our first 3-game winning streak. We're in a 5-game right now. We haven't won more than 2 until this point, and we're ahead of schedule. We're beating shitty teams. The same thing happened last year, but it just took until like July. Start the season off getting unlucky, then you get into a stretch where you just suck, and then you play the worst teams and you beat them, and then you're hot. And that's what we're going into. I will say we should be on like a 7-game win streak. We'll forget about it, but I'm not forgetting about that. But I would be scared if I was, other teams, maybe the Mets. I might be a little scared.
Wait, don't let Dallas do this. We're not. No. This is not what we're leading off the show with. No.
What?
No. We'll get to the Braves. We'll get to the Braves. We'll get to the Mets. Like, don't worry about it. We'll get there. We'll get there. But there's something. There was something. There was something else. But there's fans of other teams on the show, and there was something that was, it just stood out in terms of importance to the structure of the program here. The Oakland A's. I mean, you always want to talk about the Oakland A's, and now it's weird that I want to talk about the Oakland A's, and you're trying to talk about the Mets and the Braves and the Dodgers.
I love the A's.
Yeah, who doesn't love the green and gold, baby? The green and gold. Who don't love a little green and a little gold mixed together out in Oakland? Dallas, your mic broken. Dallas, there was a series this past weekend between my Boston Red Sox and your Oakland A's, where there was a wager placed where originally I said if the Red Sox win the series and then you wanted to handicap it, you're like, no. We suck, so it has to be a sweep. You have to sweep the shitty Oakland A's. And I was like, all right, fine. If the Red Sox sweep the Oakland A's, then you have to wear a maid outfit and clean my floors in my apartment when the Oakland A's come to town next week in Boston here. As it turns out, the Red Sox did, in fact, sweep the Oakland A's in that 3-game series, which means that I've got to go get a Swiffer wet jet. I think I know I owned one in New York. I don't know if it made the trip. So I want to make sure that you have all the proper tools. Don't worry. I'll buy the maid outfit. You don't have to worry about that. I'll buy that. I'll have that here. I'll get the Swiffer wet jet. Is there anything else that you want? Do you want like dustpan? Like, do you want Is there anything else that you would prefer for your cleaning methods?
Like I told you, Jared, I will be responsible for your floors being swept, and there will be a maid outfit present.
So you don't need me to get the maid outfit, is what you're saying?
No, I mean, you're the one. You said you're getting a maid outfit. I'm not going to stop you from getting a maid outfit.
No. The way that you're wording it is like, oh, you're going to have someone sweep my floor. It's you. That was the bet. You have to do it.
Oh man, Jared, that's why listening.
If you weasel your way out of this, no one will ever respect
skill.
you ever again.
There's no. Yeah, I didn't weasel out of anything.
That's what you're doing. I did not. Now. You're weaseling. No, out of it.
I didn't. You're being recorded to take weasel out of anything right now.
Let's see. Let's review the audio then. Let's review the audio. Dallas apparently is weaseling his way out of this.
I didn't. Jared,
do you want to place a wager on that series?
I mean, you guys suck. You're gonna be here next month, or no, this month. You'll be here in like a couple weeks.
I'll be here in a week.
Yeah, maybe I'll have you clean my apartment. I haven't had a cleaning lady because my mom doesn't want to drive into Boston, so she's fired, and I haven't found a new cleaning lady. So if the Red Sox win the series, I want you to Swiffer jet clean my fucking floors upstairs in a maid outfit.
Done.
You said done. You agreed.
I'll sweep of the series.
Yeah. If the Red Sox sweep, does it have to be win the series or sweep?
If the Red Sox sweep, I'll sweep.
I'll sweep.
Right. If the Red Sox sweep, I'll be responsible for sweeping.
Okay. If the Red Sox sweep, you have to clean my floors in my apartment wearing a full maid outfit.
Your floors will get cleaned with a full maid outfit presence.
Yeah. Done. Yeah, you agreed to it, Joey. You're the commissioner.
Hold on,
the Dallas.
Last statement Joey, right there.
Joey,
says
you're the commissioner. What's the ruling? Dallas did agree to sweeping my floors in a maid outfit. He did.
If I was the commissioner, then yes, Dallas is definitely responsible. Fuck responsible. He has to do it with a maid outfit, and Jared has to buy it.
Okay. That's fine, but here's the thing. I'm going to end up buying the maid outfit. He's not going to wear it, and he's going to have some cleaning service come in and be like, I'm responsible for it. I'm responsible for cleaning it. So here's your cleaning service. They're sweeping it. I'm responsible. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like you're doing, Dallas. Are we wrong about that? You're doing a little curveball? You're doing a little trickery? Some mind games?
Hey, I'm playing within the rules is all I'm doing. I'm staying within the lines.
Well, as the commissioner, I was just saying I have concerns because it sounds like you're making up your own rules.
I think Dallas.
Commission. Can we circle back to how that commission vote?
As the loser of the bet.
This isn't fantasy. This is completely different.
So how did we just adopt the fantasy commissioner who was not voted as the fantasy commissioner to be the commissioner of this instance here?
Well, yeah, because
that has already been proven to have taken care of itself linguistically. The language is right there for everybody to hear and consume. I don't want to be that guy. I just want to make sure that we all are operating on the same page under the same pretense.
So you think the fans are going to be on your side on this one?
If the Red Sox
with the language,
does it have to be win the series or sweep?
If the Red Sox sweep, I'll sweep.
All right.
If the Red Sox sweep, I'll be responsible for sweeping.
Okay. If the Red Sox sweep, you have to clean my floors in my apartment wearing a full maid outfit.
Your floors will get cleaned with a full maid outfit presence.
Yeah. Done. He's weaseling out of this. If
we're in a court of law, I want you guys to know that, we can make plans for lunch because I'm walking out of there. You don't have to worry about coming in and visiting.
Oh.
Me. We're going to do lunch.
So she's fired, and I haven't found a new cleaning lady. So if the Red Sox win the series, I want you to Swiffer jet clean my fucking floors upstairs. In a maid outfit.
Done.
that's at a early point in the negotiation.
You said done.
It's an
Done
early
usually
point
means
in the negotiation.
Finite. I mean, done is the ending
But
point.
it didn't.
You
That's-
agreed
that's-
to it. If you back out, I don't even want to know what's going to happen. The
Oh,
ramifications for welching on this.
We're not. They put it like this: the wheels are already in motion to to make sure that your apartment's going to be swept.
Think about your legacy, Dallas. Just think about what that's
your
gonna
legacy.
look like. Think about it.
And I haven't found a new cleaning lady. So if the Red Sox win the series, I want you to.
Oh, you're just gonna hit pause again?
Swiffer jet clean my fucking floors upstairs in a maid outfit.
Done.
Done.
That's like hitting pause halfway through a statement. Like that's
No, usually
That's
when
early
someone
on.
says done, that
folks
means
have
the
already
end.
heard.
That's-
Folks have already heard.
That's a tough look for you, Dallas.
It's I don't know. I mean, I feel like maybe somebody like you got a little too excited, a little caught up, and the fine print.
That's a
We gotta
tough
make
look
sure-
to back out of that one. You got
Gotta make sure.
swept and you agreed to something, and now you're wiggling your way out of it.
I'm not wiggling my way out of it.
Honestly, I don't feel comfortable making a bet with you ever again now because if you try and get out of this,
I mean, I can understand why you would be extra cautious next time.
done. Agreed upon.
Almost done. Like stop. Like almost like done. Like verbal period. You know what I mean? Like that's a all right.
Jake, can you tweet
Done.
out, please, from the Baseball is Dead Twitter account, breaking news, Dallas has...
Oh, that's not true. It's not.
Dallas-
See. Hold on. Before you start getting crazy here.
Dallas is refusing to...
Do we know that? Do we
Yes.
know that? Have I refused?
All right, so then
Hold
yes
on,
or no?
hold on.
Are you gonna
Play
are you gonna clean my
Have I
apartment in the maid
refused?
outfit? Yes or no?
I have not. I
Yes or no?
am going to follow through with what I said on our last podcast.
Okay, so breaking news: Dallas is refusing to clean Jared's apartment in a maid outfit.
That's just it's just simply not true.
That's
and
true.
When people hear this, they'll know that that's just simply not true.
All right,
That-
then yes
that-
or no? Are
That
you going?
hasn't happened.
Are you gonna? Yes or no? Are you gonna clean my apartment in a maid outfit?
I told you.
So he
That I
was
will-
not gonna do it, Jake.
I told you
not
that
gonna
I
do
will
it.
live up.
He's not gonna
You
do
do-
it. This is a terrible look for you.
You can't predict that either.
This is a terrible look.
You
for
can't just say that I'm not going to do something that I haven't had the opportunity to do.
Well, I'm
That's
asking.
a bad look.
You
That's
won't
a bad
address it.
look.
You will not address it.
I've readily addressed it
It's a yes or no question.
head on, and I answered you.
Jake, do you think he's gonna do it?
Sounds like he's not going to do it.
Sounds like he's not gonna do it. I mean, that's how I think we all feel right now. There's
Hey.
three other people here. None of us feel like you're gonna do it. So
I can, and you know what? I can understand the feeling of like, fuck, I feel like we've been had. I feel like after I go back and listen to the tape, I can clearly see and clearly hear what he's saying. And I didn't take the time to reword it to
Red
a
Sox
point
win
where
series.
I can
want
understand
you
that.
to
I can understand. You just got to play
Swiffer
that
jet
very in.
Clean my fucking floors upstairs in a maid outfit.
Done.
Done.
Well, but
That's a tough
weren't
look
done.
to walk back on that.
This
We
is
weren't
just-
done.
this is
Well, I
another
mean, if that-
example of the
if that were
crafty
the
lefty.
entirety of the if that were the entirety of the video or the entirety of the audio, then that would be a bad look. If that was all that was said and it ended there, you're right. I agree, and that person should almost be castrated. That would be a bad look. That'd be a terrible look.
It's a bad look, Dallas. It's a bad look. It's
I
a
know.
black eye on this podcast if you don't do it.
You're not. You're just not giving the benefit of the doubt.
I wouldn't be
We haven't-
surprised what if SeatGeek drops out as a sponsor because of this?
That's what I'm
Think
saying.
about that. SeatGeek. We got a lot of sponsors,
That would-
and like you could screw it up for us because
Yeah, you could.
I've got a.
they
I got a
can't
happy
trust you.
butt.
Then
That would
You're
be
gonna fumble the
unfortunate.
bag.
I got a happy seat.
Slide into stacks of cash this baseball season with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $150 in free bets no matter what, win or lose. Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday during MLB season? With DraftKings same-game parlays, you can do just that. Create your own parlay by combining multiple bets like which team will win, how many bases will be stolen, total runs, and more. It's your shot at an even bigger payout. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. All you have to do is download DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the promo code Jared. Bet $5. I just saw the breaking news tweet. Breaking. Dallas Braden is refusing to clean Jared Carrabis' apartment in a maid outfit. That's a tough look for you, dude. That's a tough look.
I mean, it's an even worse look to know that tweet got sent out and there's nothing to substantiate.
There's 3 people here that all witnessed the stunt you just pulled. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the promo code Jared. Bet just $5 and get $150 in free bets no matter what happens on the field. That is promo code Jared at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission. So we've got a half an hour on this block because not only is Dallas refusing to participate in the bet that he accepted, but he also was an hour late for the podcast because my phone is an hour. I don't know what happened to my phone. First of all, Dallas suggested 8:30 a.m.
You saw it.
Everyone knows I'm not a morning person, okay?
You saw it. Did you not
Jake,
see it? Hold
Jake,
on. Before you
who's
go
the
any
first
further,
person to
before
show
you
up
go
for
any,
the podcast
did you not
at
get
8:30
a picture of what
8:30.
my phone shows?
Oh,
What
no,
my
we
phone
saw
show?
it. We saw
My
it.
phone?
Your phone
So,
is a fucking
tell
idiot.
Tell the people what's going on. Tell the people.
I'm going to get there.
Dallas, we'll
Dallas
get there
suggested
very
8:30.
quickly.
Who's there at 8:30? Me. Leaders,
Me.
lead.
Me.
Lead by
Me.
example. Lead.
I also there at 8:30. You want to
So,
know why I was there at 8:30?
we're
Because
sitting
that's
there.
what my
Joey's
phone
there.
says. As
Me,
we sit today,
Joey,
right now,
Jake.
look at that.
Me, Joey,
that
Jake
say?
are sitting there
Except
waiting
for what
for
time
Dallas,
is it?
who is like, all right, guys, we're going to do the podcast at 8:30. So I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. So we're sitting there just fucking picking our asses. Hour goes by. Dallas is like, hey, can't get in the room. He's like, oh, I just came from fucking Oakland, West Coast, baby. I'm on the East Coast.
Ready to rock. We didn't get in till 2:00 in the
Which
morning.
is
I was
weird
up at
because-
8:30 according to my telephone. According to my phone, I was up ready to roll.
You have a legitimate excuse, but it's weird that you came from the West Coast, but your phone was stuck in Central Time.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude. Like where your
He's on
phone
the East
picks up
Coast. He's in
reception
Atlanta.
over this overseas. I have no idea.
By the way,
not overseas. Over the
A's
over
Braves.
overseas.
That is a perfect opportunity for the Braves to keep this winning streak rolling.
Whoa, what are you talking about? That's
What are you talking about?
This is no. See, you got to think of it from the other side. After going 1-9 on the homestand, for a team who plays better on the road, this is an opportunity to put that skid to an end. Enter the Oakland A's.
Do you think the A's are throwing games because of attendance? They're like, if you guys don't support us, then we're not going to win for you.
You think it does?
No, I don't think that statement would go to show just the level of ignorance with the entire Oakland athletics situation that is ever present in places, frankly, outside of Oakland. And I don't blame you for it.
You think
I
the
don't
players
think
hate the
so.
fans?
No, I know they don't.
You know they don't.
I know they don't.
Interesting. Do you have anyone on the record saying that they like the fans? Because I haven't seen any players be like, we love our fans.
Sure. There's
Christian
lots of
Pache
players.
tweets about it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
There's tons of Pache tweets about it.
Yeah, tons.
Do they hate the Seagulls?
Yeah, there's a lot of Seagulls there, Dallas. You got to get the
Opposing
animal
fans.
situation at the Coliseum this year is quite literally out of control. It's like fucking
It's
Noah's
getting a
Ark.
little Dr. Doolittle-ish. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there we got fucking seagulls. We got
Yeah.
possums.
People talk
We've
about
got
like, oh, you don't want to
feral
come here. You don't
cats.
want to play a big game at Yankee Stadium because that crowd's rocking. It's like you don't want to play a big game at the Coliseum because we got fucking animals everywhere. It's a major
never know.
distraction.
They call it the Animal House.
They've got fucking seagulls swooping in. They got possums crawling out of the walls. They got rats in the dugout. They got cats running on the field. Welcome to the Coliseum, baby. Welcome to the jungle.
The culture. You can't get that anywhere else.
No, you can't. You
It
literally
is
Cannot
can't.
get that
legitimately
anywhere else.
It is baseball's last dive bar.
Yeah. It's a good time. Some people say it's the best time. Not me personally. I had a terrible time there. Both
No, you
times that I
thoroughly
went.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, Red Sox swept the A's to get to 500. The Atlanta Braves 5 straight to get above 500. The LA Angels. So if this is your first episode of Baseball is Dead, welcome. But on the previous episode that we recorded, we opened up the voicemail lines for Phillies fans to vent. They've had multiple kick in the dick games so far this season, drastically underperforming. Actually, when we opened up the lines, Girardi wasn't fired yet. So we opened up the voicemail lines. Joe Girardi gets fired. And then immediately they win 4 straight games and have one of the most epic comeback walk-off victories of the year on Sunday. You had Bryce Harper. What?
So is this your way of saying you hate Joe Madden? Is just your way of saying you're trying to get? I mean, so clearly you're trying to get Joe Madden fired.
No.
There's no other way. There's really no other way to take that. I don't know what the Angels did to you. I don't know what the Angels fans did to you. I don't know what Joe Madden did to you. But for you to be going after his job on this Monday morning is
I don't think I want to get Joe Madden fired.
Well, what? You just laid it out.
You know what this
there.
is,
You
Joey, right?
You just told the people. I opened up the
Dallas,
voicemails.
This is Dallas taking
Joe Girardi gets
the guilt
fired.
that he's kept in his heart
No.
of getting Bob Guerin fired.
No.
He's literally just like, oh, let me take the heat. Like now that the story's out there that I got Bob Guerin fired personally, now I'm going to try and throw the heat on someone else so that people stop talking about me getting a manager fired.
Jared,
I don't think his
I just
career
don't
ever
understand.
recovered. Did Bob
I don't
Guerin manage in
understand
the big leagues after that, Dallas?
No, he
did
became
not.
a bench coach of a World Series champion.
So, I mean, he could sue you for like damages.
No, probably not.
That was the last time that
pretty-
he managed a big
pretty
league team
confident in that.
was, and then you got him fired, and you probably like
Nope.
slandered his name to other organizations, which is why he hasn't gotten a manager job since.
No, I don't think any of that's true.
That I mean,
I think-
I've heard it from sources, so
No.
I'm not going to reveal
check
them.
those.
I'm not going to
check
reveal
those.
the sources, but yeah, there were letters sent of you slandering Bob Guerin's name, and that's why he hasn't managed in the big leagues ever since. But I don't think Joe Madden should get fired. However,
You're opening up the voicemails. You know what that
opening
means.
up the voicemails. Jake, how many did we get? Because I know that like Angels fans exist, but I don't know that I get a ton of engagement from Angel fans. So I didn't know if we were actually reaching that sector of baseball Twitter.
We got probably 40.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. But anyways, Phillies, Bryce Harper, grand slam off Iglesias, the closer in the 8th inning to tie it. The Angels actually took the lead in the 9th. And then it took a
How about
fucking...
this? Madden talked about like, yo, I thought about walking the dude.
Yeah. Idiot. Why did
Like-
you do that?
Like,
should-
so straight up, what's the score at that point? It's
6-2.
It's 6-2.
Dude.
If you did it once,
This one
in
would have
the
made
same-
way more sense. Did you see the numbers?
yes.
Harper versus Iglesias. 4 for 6, 3 home runs, 7 RBI. He's homered in his last 3 straight appearances against them. His
And what
other
is
hit
Bryce
was a
Harper doing
walk-off
right
single
now?
in June of 2017.
And
He-
Bryce Harper is currently that fucking dude
Yeah,
right now.
correct.
Okay? Like currently as we speak, doing the damn thing. So Why, if that was ever a thought initially in this situation when it popped up in your baseball mind, why is it not now? Why isn't it now?
I don't know. It's one of those
Did
things.
anybody ask him that? Did anybody ask him that?
I saw it on Twitter, yes. And he said something like, "Oh, we had our closer out there. I don't want to walk him with our closer."
Oh, the confidence thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like, oh man, that's so tough because I can understand not wanting to go out there and ask the guy who needs to feel unbeatable. Like that guy needs to feel like he's bulletproof, right? He needs to feel like he's invincible, your closer. So if you go out there and you ask him to walk a guy, doesn't matter really who it is, but it's weird because in a moment where as a competitor, you want to have all the bravado. You want the world to see and know that I can get this done. And the numbers tell you, you know what? Right now, the smart play is for you not to be facing this dude. Well, we can't do that. But what we could do, right? What we could do to prevent a potential like nightmare scenario, walk this guy. And I know you might not like that, but, and that but right there, as a closer, as a big league closer, as a dude who throws 100, you're not trying to fucking hear that. Well, you think I can't go get this fucking guy out? You think I can't go strike this guy out? And that's where, they're like, well, Iggy says right here that it's been a bit of a challenge. So
yeah.
What do you say? Like today? Could we try it today? Just today. Let's try it today. All right. We're going to walk him. Sorry about that, Ernie. I hate it. I know. My bad. But if we win this fucking thing, are we all good? Like that's the conversation you're trying to have in like not a lot of time with yourself as a manager, with your closer. You don't even want to have that conversation sometimes because just that conversation could start to have that dude looking internally like, fuck, am I not even good enough to get, well, if I can't, well, shit. Like you don't want to put a guy in that kind of space mentally. Like this guy's supposed to be shoring up the most important 3 outs of the ball game for you. And you're out there telling him that he can't. What are we going to do in the World Series when this dude's breathing down our neck and it's a 1-run ball game and we got like, what are we doing?
So like,
I feel like if you're him though, you're going to look at that like, yeah, he walks the bases loaded like once a year. Who cares?
Well,
Madden does it
that's
all. You shouldn't feel like it's just a you thing. It's a freaking Joe Madden thing. He likes doing it.
He likes
everyone
doing
likes.
I mean, if there was ever a
it.
time to fire up the boys, I feel like that was the time to do it.
Well, that's why I think it was. I think Joe's kind of like, he's a creative mind. I think I already used that trick. We got to come up with something new. I think he's gonna have to pull out like a good petting zoo again or something like that. Like because you're gonna have to fire him up.
But look, there's also some hesitation maybe to do something like that in the midst of a 10-game losing streak where you're like, all right, we've lost fucking 10 straight baseball games. We have a lead right now. I don't think I'm interested in giving these fucking people any more runs than they've already earned. I don't know that that's what I want to do right now. So we've got our closer out there, outstanding. Like they're going to need a fucking miracle. They're going to need the best thing and that's a deep drive to right and fuck.
Second deck.
Yeah. Like that just sucks. That's a man because it's weird because it feels like Joe set the precedent for himself in that spot. Right?
Who was pitching when they actually did it? Do we remember?
When they did it the first time? Or when they did it? No, I don't remember. We gotta look. Can we effort that?
Yeah, we can probably figure that out. But I mean, if there were ever a time for Joe Madden to fire up the boys and walk in a run with the bases loaded, that was the situation. That was the inning. That was the pitcher. That was the batter. That was the game. You've lost 10 straight. bases loaded. Bryce Harper is at the plate. So even if it wasn't a pitcher that he's had a history of success against, it's even more so knowing that, what was that, 3 straight plate appearances, he's homered off of them.
Damn.
I mean, come on. Like,
I mean,
what are we
how-
talking about?
every time you see this dude, every time you see, I had this dude.
But how ridiculous is it to be like getting and a manager's getting shit because he didn't walk a guy with the bases loaded? Like, this is the only time that's ever happened.
That's on you, though. You're
That's on Joe
the
Madden.
walk the fucking with the bases loaded guy.
Maybe he did. Maybe because he's in the hot seat. He doesn't want it. But I'll tell you this: I bet if you're the Angels, if Joe Madden can't fire up the boys, they might be thinking maybe we got to fire him up for you. And look what happened with the Phillies. Girardi fired up the boys by just getting fired. Maybe that's the next option. Maybe Joe's time is up.
Yeah. You know what?
He may fire himself.
Wow, that's
might
two.
fire himself.
That's 2 of you that have called for Joe Madden's job already today.
Were you former teammates with Max Stassi at any point, Dallas?
Yep.
You were?
Yep.
Yeah, because I heard one of my sources told me that he reached out to you and asked how to get your manager fired. Is that true?
That's
I don't think you'd tell
That is
us
not
even if
true.
that was true.
not even because I don't know how to get a manager fired.
Yeah.
I've never gotten a manager
You've
fired.
got
so I can't
Bob
tell
Guerin
you.
fired, who's still
No.
to this day, a decade later, is trying to get back into the manager's office, which is again lawsuit. Jake, it's time for those voicemails.
Rysel fucking Iglesias. Not only does he fuck the game, you take him out and put in a guy who throws floating fucking frisbees, man. Blows my fantasy lead, and that's 11 in a row.
Forget.
Fuck. Trade Mike Trout, trade Syndergaard, trade Rendon, sell them all to contenders because this team isn't going to fucking win with them.
Oh my god.
Trade Mike Trout, man.
This guy just burnt down heaven. He just burnt down heaven. He just fucking fired all the Halos.
That is something that I
What a-
did hear when I tweeted out the number for the voicemails. I said, "Hey,
Oh
this
my
is for
God.
Angels fans and Angels fans only." And someone made a great point. They said, "What about the baseball fans that want to see Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani in the playoffs? Like, we're pissed off too. Can we call in?"
I've been leading that fucking charge for God knows how long. Give us some more, Jake. Give us some more. I cannot believe that guy just wants to burn the whole motherfucker down.
I'm fucking tired of this shit. I've been dealing with this shit for over 10 fucking years. Okay? We were fucking ass. We haven't been good since 2009. Okay? I'm tired of it. 2014 was a fucking fluke. We have the best players in the world, and we just can't do shit. Okay? I'm tired of this shit. When will it end? Sell the team. Fuck Artie Moreno. Sell the fucking team. Move to Long Beach. Fuck Artie Moreno. Fuck him.
A lot of anger.
Oh, there is some serious fucking hate right now.
I feel
am
bad.
j-
I cannot laugh at their pain. I
can't
cannot.
tell
I will
you
not.
how much I can't tell you how much I needed this.
Mm.
I didn't know I needed this. Oh
Is this,
my god!
is this like
Yes, it's therapeutic. It's absolutely therapeutic. Fuck yes. Are you kidding me right now? Absolutely. This couldn't have gone any. I'm sorry, Angels fans. I really am, but this couldn't have gone any better for me right now.
Jesus? You're a menace,
Oh,
Jake.
give me some more. Fuck.
Joe Madden is the biggest fucking scumbag I've ever seen in fucking all of my 27 years on this fucking planet.
That's it.
He doesn't know how to fucking
Okay.
manage a
You
bullpen.
needed time to process.
Instead of leaving Rysel, you bring in Jimmy Herget. Couldn't pop up your fucking lip if he hit you in the face with his fastball. Iglesias is getting paid multi-million dollars every fucking year to do this shit. I'm sick of it.
That's it. It's the dramatic pauses for me.
Oh, because that guy, I promise you, he's pacing. He's pacing and he's looking out the window and just thinking of shit to be angry about. And who's that fucking bump? Hurricane! He couldn't puff up your lip if he hit you in the fucking face with his ass.
Yeah, you know that when there's dramatic pauses, that's true anger. That's true anger. Because you need to collect yourself before you say something incriminating. Jake?
Angels are a disgrace. This is the worst losing streak in franchise history. This is the worst losing streak of any team ever in California. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace.
I mean, when you double down on it being a disgrace, it is a fucking disgrace.
There are no words.
No.
I have no other words.
Yeah. Jake?
Oh.
Boys, what the fuck did I just watch? Fucking 6-2 in the 8th inning, give up a fucking grand slam to then take the lead back and give up another fucking 3-run bomb in the 9th. This is beyond brutal. This is beyond embarrassing. It's fucking terrible. I think Madden's got to go, but I'm curious what you guys think. Been a Halos fan since 2000. This is probably the best start I've seen since 2010, and it's fucking out the door now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I need some help.
You made a good point there. The Angels teased them. The Angels were teasing them. They were like, "We're back. We're going to be good." And 11 in a row.
The last 20 seconds or so of that voicemail was spent just him talking to himself. That was just. I don't fucking.
I was kind of curious about that. The pulse of Halos fans. How many of them want Joe Madden fired and things of that nature. It sounds like a decent portion of the fan base is kind of out on Joe.
They are not happy with Joe right now.
No,
not.
But is that
Joe.
like a hey Joe, you should be doing this, but you're doing that, or is it just they've lost 11 straight games and you're the manager, so therefore you need to be fired?
Somebody's head rolls, right? That's just the way it goes.
I mean, Mike Trout's over his last 26?
For the first time in his career.
I got a Mike Trout stat for you.
Let's hear it.
Since the day that Tommy Phan called him the worst commissioner in sports, 0-18, 8 strikeouts.
Ooh.
Little guilty, still guilty.
Wow.
Ball don't lie, bro. The ball don't lie.
Wow.
He's got the weight of the fantasy league.
Rattled his brain there.
Yeah.
He's carrying a lot of weight around.
Yeah.
Trade Mike Trout.
I told you I didn't like it. He got hit with the question. Mike, just tell us straight up. Did Jock break the rules? Oh, we're not going to talk about that. Oh, that right there. It's a red flag. I didn't like it. I hope he's able to make peace so we get him back. I don't know what that means. I don't know who Mike Trout needs to go talk to. I don't know who he needs to confide in. If he wants to fire off a DM, get it off his chest so he feels better about it. Whatever he's got to do. But we can't have this eating at the greatest baseball player on the planet. We can't do that because he plays on the same team as the greatest baseball talent on the planet. And those two guys absolutely deserve to be on the game's biggest and brightest stage.
Yeah.
And I can understand Angels fans' pain. It's unfortunate because I've asked, when are we going to get Mike Trout to a place where postseason baseball is kind of like just taking a breath, like it's going to happen? He deserves to be in that world. He deserves to be in that environment. Angels fans deserve to have him on that stage.
Baseball fans deserve to have him on that stage.
Yep.
Jake?
Bro, the Angels fucking suck. They're so fucking bad, bro. They're so bad. They literally might as well be the fucking Orioles. I'd rather be an Orioles fan, bro. Right, Iglesias ain't that dude.
Guy's just going through it.
Did you say Shohei Ohtani was ass?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said that.
He did that voicemail with his head between his legs, just like, fuck, what the fuck? Yes.
All right, next one.
It's so hard being an Angels fan. You know, we have the two best players in the world. And the worst part is now we're about to get swept by the best team in baseball. And I'm not going to say it, but we're facing a 2013 NLCS great, Big Cock Whitlock. Big
Yeah, cut off.
The fuck?
Oh,
That seems like it was a Red Sox fan, to be honest.
really? Think it was?
It might have been.
Was that did we get pranked?
I think we might have.
Yeah, it was a Boston area code.
Jared calling into the voicemail hotline.
Yeah.
Jared's burner. Angels fans, man. Hey, look. This is part of the peaks and valleys of the season, right? Right now, you're in a valley. You're in a
Deep
valley.
valley.
They're in a fucking crater, dude.
Deep
A
valley, man.
crevasse, if you will.
I don't know how trustworthy these numbers are, but Baseball Reference they got him with a 16% chance of making the playoffs right now.
Look, dude, that thing can spike as soon as they turn it around. I always this is what I always think about. Having a terrible, absolutely horrible day, just nothing has gone right for you. You always feel like at some point that's got to run out, and then you know what's coming is a wave of goodness, because you just rode a wave of shit for how long? Like, it's got to get better. It's got to get better. Just keep doing your thing. Just keep showing up, going to work. Things will get better. As a fan, that's all you got to do. Keep showing up, keep buying the ticket, keep turning the TV on. However it is you support the boys, just keep doing that. Things will get better. Things will get better. Like, I don't think that there's going to be another 11-game losing streak ahead of the Angels. 11 could turn into 12, sure. And 12 could turn into 13. But the same reason, the same would stand. I don't know how many multiple 13-game losing streaks they would have ahead of them after, this one.
Let's get another one in here, Jake.
I mean, I just don't know what else has to happen. You have Mike Trout. You have Ohtani. Walsh is good. You have Iglesias, who's been sucking balls recently. You have pieces, but when nobody works right, it's so upsetting. And I'm so tired of potentially the sixth, I think, fucking season in a row of sub-500 baseball. Like, Jesus, figure it the fuck out. I don't know if Madden needs to go. For sure Matt Wise needs to go. He's doing a dog shit job teaching the pitchers. Horrible. Oh my God. I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm upset. I don't know. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
That had some Chris Castellani vibes to it.
I mean, there's passion there.
Mm-hmm.
Just utter disappointment is what that sounds like.
Yeah. Did
That's what that's.
did our boy Jose Iglesias call in? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he did. I think he responded to the tweet.
Did he?
Yeah.
Let me ask him. Oh, see, I wish we could identify which.
I mean,
which number.
he should have called in at the beginning and been like, "Hey, it's Jose Iglesias.
Let me hold on.
Do you have his number?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then tell Jake the last 4 digits. Then he can pull it up.
Oh, okay. Jake, you ready?
Yep.
I can say those last 4 out loud, can't I?
Yeah.
3201.
All right, I'll look for it.
All right. Yeah, that's there's a lot of folks who are questioning whether or not Madden needs to be there or not. Can I ask who would be an alternative?
Like, who would they hire right now? What about Joe Girardi? He's looking for work. Or Bob Guerin. He's also looking for work.
Yeah, that's two good ones.
I don't
Those are
think-
two
I don't
good
think-
ones.
But seriously, like if you're an Angels fan, who out there right now, job or no job, are you looking at saying, give us him? Like, because the situation he's in is ready to come to an end or transition. We need one. We want one. Like who out there? Like it's a bad skid. I get it.
All right, we appreciate all the Angels fans who called in to the therapy hotline. I don't know what team could possibly be next. Like, we just did the Phillies. We opened it up for the Angels. Maybe the A's? Maybe the A's fans want to call in and talk about their team? I don't know. I don't know if they want to call
No, we're
in.
good. We're good.
I don't know if they qualify, though. I mean,
We're good.
I don't know if they qualify in the sense that, Philly fans, after the offseason that they had high hopes, and the Angels, after having a great start to the season and holding a playoff spot, losing 11 straight games, like that qualifies. Like the A's were supposed to suck, and they suck.
Yeah, so what do you want? I mean, like, there's nothing to.
Well,
like,
there's
look,
plenty to complain about. So maybe
There's a lot.
Maybe it will be the A's.
I don't think there's a lot to complain about. There's not that much to complain about.
Matt
if
Olson.
you understand.
Matt
What-
Olson hitting a ball into the fucking trees yesterday
Not
for
our-
the Braves, making a diving play to cap off the sweep of the Rockies. Not with the Oakland A's. He's doing that for the
No.
Atlanta Braves. Matt Chapman actually hit a fucking bomb for the Blue Jays on Sunday. I don't know if you saw that. Hit a bomb and made a great play at third base, which he always does. He always makes great plays at third base.
He does.
But he's now doing that for the Toronto Blue Jays.
He is.
Yeah, no, it's actually. You want to look at Sean Manaea's numbers?
It's not a big deal. It's
What's
not
Sean
a big
Manaea
deal.
doing
What's
for the
there to
Padres?
we know that
Sean
that this is how things
Manaea
go.
has made
There's no reason. for
10
this
starts.
No
10
reason for
starts
this.
for the San Diego Padres. He's struck out 68 batters in 62 innings. He's got a 3.77 ERA, which, if that holds up, will be his best mark since 2018, the year that he threw a no-hitter for the Oakland A's. His whip
against
of
the Red
111,
Sox.
the lowest since 2019. But in 2019, only made 5 starts. So, yeah, you could say he's having a career year. He's on pace for one. He's having an absolute career year, and he's doing it with the San Diego Padres. So maybe we'll open it up to A's fans. I don't know. I don't know how many calls we'll get, but maybe they'll be
You
next.
just put it like. Yeah.
Oh, you
I
don't
don't-
even know, dude. You'll get dozens of calls. You
I don't know.
can't
I don't know if you're ready for the like Jake. You're gonna hear things that it isn't that we just don't need to go down that road. It's just not
Mhm.
something we need to do.
Okay.
I don't think it's anything that needs to be entertained. Not at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of games left. Plenty of
Plenty of
games
games
left.
left.
Our games
Um,
left.
All right. Let's get into some topics. Jake, what do we got?
We have the Show 'em some love segment. We want to do that.
Ooh. I have a feeling that Dallas is. Do you have someone, Dallas?
I mean, maybe not. Well,
Feel
you
like
have
you
a feeling on what? You have a feeling on what?
Maybe.
I don't like how presumptuous you've been this afternoon. If I'm being totally honest, you've been awfully presumptuous.
Are you trying to
really
say that
from the
you're not
onset?
you're not under the influence right now?
That's neither here nor there.
Okay. So, yes or no? Did you have someone prepared for this segment?
Yes, I did.
You did. How many?
One.
Okay. Is he on the Oakland A's?
Maybe. No, he's not on the
Okay.
No, he's not on the Oakland A's. Jesus.
He's not on the Oakland A's.
No, he's not on the Oakland A's.
Okay. All right. Joey, did you have somebody prepared?
I got a couple guys.
A couple of guys. Okay. All right. So if you're a fan of the old show, we do a little segment called Show 'em Some Love, which is where, we take it upon ourselves to show some love to maybe some guys that aren't getting that love nationally. And it's up to us. It's up to us to show that love. And here we are about to do it. And who's my guy?
Who do you got?
Garrett Cooper.
You were so close, dude.
The Miami Marlins. Look at this shit. Over his
Look
last.
at this shit.
Look at this shit. Over the last 2 weeks, his last 14 games, Garrett Cooper of the Miami Marlins is hitting .451, which leads the big leagues, by the way, with an 1197 OPS. That is sixth in the big leagues. Garrett Cooper. Thanks for coming on.
Sixth? That's sixth?
Yeah, I mean, you know who leads in that span? Fucking Jock Peterson, smacking the shit out of the ball. A
Banging
1341 OPS over the last 2 weeks.
Fucking Jock.
Yeah, I mean, he hit 4 home runs in 24 hours. What are you going to do?
He did. Fair enough.
Got the Barry rub.
I'm going with seasoned vet, salty vet that I don't know. Look, this guy has got to be on people's radar, and he's got to get. There's got to be phone calls being made right now. Maybe even that'll pick up. We get closer to the summer, but what Martin Perez is doing right now,
wow,
is something to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
The dude is slicing and dicing 69 and a third innings, 1.56 ERA. That's second in all of baseball, behind old fucking Nasty Nestor, just fucking bobbing and weaving out there. My God. But Martin Perez, like I said, 69 and a third innings. He's only got 56 punch outs, so he's not punching out the world. 16 walks, commanding the baseball. There's nobody on base. Sub 1 whip. Opponents are hitting 200 against him, 208, some shit like that, if I remember correctly. Martin Perez. This was a dude who I'm trying to think. He just threw a fucking complete game. Yeah.
Who was that against?
It's I want to say it was the Rangers, or not.
He's
the
on
Rangers,
the
the fucking Astros.
You have a drug problem.
I had it right. It's fucking same state. I just had the wrong team. Yeah, it was. Look it up. Fuck you. It was the Astros.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it was the Astros. I think he had like. No, that wasn't that game. I was gonna say I think he had like 8, 9 punch outs, but that's. I don't think he's even had that many punch outs this year. But yeah, it was like fuck. I'm trying to think of how many years it's been in between complete games for Martin Perez. Because like
Perez,
it's been a hot minute.
Martin Perez threw a complete game shutout, by the way.
CG shut piece, bro.
Against the Houston Astros. This dude, his ERA for the year, 11 starts, 156 ERA.
It's nasty.
He's given up
his FIP. I want to say his FIP is in line too. Like, I mean, it's not
2.53.
It's not sub. So there you go. Yeah. It's not sub 2. Fuck.
Here's the thing. His ERA is 1.56 for the year. But his first 2 starts, he gave up 3 earned runs in 4 innings in both of those 2 starts.
And he hasn't given up. If I'm correct, Jared, check the log, my friend. I'm checking my brain. He has not had a start in which he's given up more than 3 runs. And after those 2 starts, I want to say he's gone at least 5, because those 2 starts were 4 innings, correct?
Correct.
After that, he's gone at least 5 innings.
At least
Correct?
6 innings.
At least 6 innings
Mhm.
from there on out. Fuck,
Yep.
I thought there was like a 5 2/3 in there somewhere.
Nope. So
Yeah,
not only that, he's gone at least 6 innings over his last 9 starts.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 2 were 4 innings, 3 earned runs, 4 innings, 3 earned runs. Since then, at least 6 innings in every start. And his last time out against the Mariners was the first time that he gave up more than 1 earned run.
Yeah, that's
So his last 9 starts,
fuck.
he has thrown 61 and a third innings with 49 strikeouts, only 1 home run allowed. That's an 0.88 ERA.
Yeah, and in this day and age right now, and you 50% of you can tell me the ball's juiced, 50% of you can tell me the ball's dead, and I think 100% of you I could listen to and agree with. So all of that aside, to be limiting damage to that extent, think about that.
I actually, when he won,
He might be the only starting pitcher to not have, or no, he's given up 1, right? I was going to say that's probably the least amount. Or is there another starting pitcher? I'm sure there's a starting pitcher out there who hasn't given up a homer yet.
No, he gave up 1 during that stretch.
Yeah, I mean, but like he's given up 1 all season.
Oh yeah. For
Yeah.
like qualified guys, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine.
Yeah, 1 all season, dude. Not just
Wow. Let me find that. I'll set the how many like
Well,
minimum 10
I think
starts.
I was going to say he's at 11 starts, I believe.
If I set the qualifier to 10 starts, is that too narrow?
No. I think that's good. Because I mean, yeah.
All right, let's set it to 10 starts.
It's just it's good to see because look, the dude's how is he? 30, 31, 32, somewhere in there. Take a little 1-year flyer on him in Texas.
He's the only one.
If Texas he's the only one who's only given up a homer.
Yes.
I mean,
But
fucking
Jose Quintana
yeah,
of the Pittsburgh Pirates,
uh-huh.
only 2 homers.
Uh-huh.
Kevin Gausman, only 2 homers. Zach Wheeler. Yep. Scooble.
Derek, that guy's fucking nasty.
Yeah, I met him. Good dude. Actually, I have I got a voice memo from Martin Perez.
Like, and here's the fun fact
hold
about
on.
Martin.
Hold on.
What?
Hey, amigo, thank you very much. Thank you. See you soon, brother.
He called me brother.
Whoa.
He called me
Whoa.
brother.
And the best part about Martin Perez is, remember, this dude, he's a farmer. He's a rancher back home in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when he broke his elbow? He
No.
broke his elbow because a fucking bull broke his elbow. Like he had an accident with his bull. You want to know what he did with that bull, Joey?
I would say what I would do, but no, tell me.
He shot it and ate that sumbitch.
That's what I would have done too. Eat his balls. You ever have cow balls?
Sure have.
They're fucking not bad. I would pay big bucks to have Martin Perez's balls in my mouth. That is.
Whoa. What did you just say?
You said it yourself. They taste good. You've had them. They're good. It's a delicacy, dude. You got to understand. They're fucking. And after he did to Martin, I'm cutting them right off, dude. I'm gonna eat them raw.
Old Liver King over here. Oh, Joe, big testicle king here.
Fuck it.
Fuck
I would have done the same thing. My bull come after me. Think you're the boss?
I mean, just what an awesome move. Oh yeah, fuck my elbow, fuck your life. Now you're a team. Old porterhouse ass bitch. Say something else.
Fuck.
Oh, you can't.
Fuck
Why?
your
Because you're fucking burgers. That's why. Because you're burgers.
Never fucking one of my cows again, you piece of shit.
Ain't happening.
Joey?
Not
All right,
right
is
here.
it my turn?
It's your
My
turn.
turn? Well, I got a guy who I'm really into right now, and I think everybody loves him. I don't think he gets a lot of attention. I know, Jared, you tweeted about him the other day, but Alejandro Kirk.
That's a great pick.
Yes, on the Toronto Blue Jays, when everyone knows the Blue Jays bang and everyone says, look at all these great hitters they have, no one mentions Kirk. He's third on the team in WAR. I think he's, I don't really know his stats, to be honest, but I know he's fucking dominating. I know in the past month he's got an OPS plus, not an OPS plus, but an OPS over 1,000. And also a little
he's
thing
hitting
that
like 500 for the last week.
he's on fire, and he's been on fire. And I think he got off to a slow start, but I think since May, that's when he really started just,
My favorite part about Alejandro
crushing
Kirk,
it.
yeah, my favorite part about this dude is he will. I'm sure if you look right now, he's got more fucking walks and strikeouts. Like this dude, he's got a tremendous feel at the dish.
Which is
He's
huge.
got
And you
20 walks
Go on.
and 14 strikeouts.
wow.
Like I just love that. Like I don't know, it's something
And
weird, but I
what's
just
his-
love that.
What's his dimensions, Jared? What's he weighing in at?
He's listed at 5'8",
I was gonna say.
250. So that means he's 5'6", 275. Which
He's
is
a
nuts.
wide man.
He is a fire hydrant, and over his
Yep.
last 9 games, in which he's only started 8 of them, so we're talking about 37 plate appearances. He's 15 for 32, 4 doubles, 4 homers, 9 runs driven in. That's a 469 batting average, an on base of 541.
Slugging a grip.
He's slugging 969 for an OPS of 1509.
And you think about him is he's hit every year he's been in the league. He's only 23.
What?
And he's 23.
No
he's
way. Oh my
he's
God. He looks like he's fucking 35.
Yeah, he's
Oh my
23.
God.
He's 23.
Jared had Alejandro Kirk being
Is like the
a
journeyman.
38-year-old backup free agent catcher.
Yeah, he's
signed
like-
out of the fucking Mexican league.
In my mind, he's fucking Billy Butler.
He gives you Mercedes vibes. I think you probably get those two confused.
Yeah.
he's
He's fucking 23. He's younger than me.
Oh my God.
No,
Look
you're
at
gonna
his fucking picture on Baseball Reference. He looks like he's 35.
Really?
Minimum.
Yeah. He's still got his baby
23?
fat, dude. He's still
No
got his
way.
baby fat. He's going to be chiseled in like a year or two once he sheds all that baby fat. But
He's got a nice beard going on, kind of.
kind of
He's got hair on his face.
Jesus Christ.
better than me.
He could make the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hitting, like, because of this past week. I mean, like, on May 23rd.
Numbers are numbers, bud.
I know. That's why they call him the average. May 23rd, he was hitting 259 with a 668 OPS, and he comes into play today on Monday, 307. Today's Monday, right? What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would check my phone, but that's not going to do us any good.
Yeah. Coming into play on Monday, he's hitting 307 with an 860 OPS.
Yeah, he leads the AL of catchers in WAR, RC plus. So he's banging better than any other catcher, and also his defense has improved a lot. That was like the big shit hit on him coming up. Like he's he'll hit, but he can't catch. But his framing has got a lot better. I think it's kind of hard to gauge the catcher's defense by stats. But if you just go by like the framing stats that I've seen on Baseball Savant, he went from like 33 percentile to 93 percentile in 1 year.
Yeah.
Just from framing.
Yeah,
So
that's a huge deal. That's the most. Look, that's the only thing. Well, I don't want to say the only thing, but that's more important almost to a catcher than what they do offensively. Is your ability to steal strikes, your ability to convert the strike ball. Can you convert that pitch? If you convert that pitch with regularity, that is tantamount to being a power hitting catcher, a guy who's going to put up fucking 40 and 100 for you. Like that's like having that dude. If you're in the 95th plus percentile, you are essentially dropping dick behind the dish.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with Danny Jansen? I was like, all right, yeah, Alejandro Kirk is probably going to be an all-star catcher this year. I mean, I think he DH'd on Sunday, but Danny Jansen, who came into this season as a career 212 hitter with a 694 OPS, came into the season as that. He has 7 home runs in 18 games this year.
They got a catching problem. They got a catching problem.
He has 7 home runs in 18 games. His career high in home runs is 13, and he did that in 107 games back in 2019. He's already out homered his 2020 campaign. Obviously, it was a short season, but he hit 6 home runs in 43 games. Last season, he hit 11 homers in 70 games. This year, he has 7 homers in 18 games.
Insane.
Running into it. Good for him.
The Braves have that same problem where like they have two catchers. They have one catcher, William Contreras, who is like on fire. I think he's like second or third in the league in catchers for home runs, and has played like half the games. And he's raking, but you can't play him because you want to start Darno, and then you can't DH him because there's no backup, and it just becomes this whole mess. Like having 2 catchers who can hit is like a nightmare in a way.
So this is where they have decided to say, no, this is who we're going with. Like if Kirk's going to be the guy back there, is that?
He's starting, yeah.
I mean, so he's going to be the guy. Jansen's going to be the guy that gets plugged in late if there's a matchup. But the bat is telling you, why would we move off of Kirk here later in the ballgame for a matchup? They're both right-handed hitting catchers. So it's yeah, I mean, you're getting your offense, you're getting the defense from Kirk. We're talking about the framing numbers. What? I mean, I don't know. What's the issue with playing time there? Is there an issue?
Just Danny Jansen. The issue is it's more of a Danny Jansen issue. If he's gonna, be the best hitter in the world when he plays, don't you want to go with the hot hand? Would you like to? But they're both hot. That's the point.
No, like that's what I think people get caught up in expecting to get regular everyday production from a guy who's not irregular, from a guy who's not an everyday producer. So when they get on a hot streak, yeah, sure, it's nice, but I feel like it comes because they're comfortable in the role they're in. And when you start to expand upon that, you start to extend the player and extend them beyond their comfort zone. Not saying that we're not here to grow Danny Jansen as a ball player. I don't know how old he is. I'm guessing 25, 27, somewhere in that window. There you go. So it's not like you're giving up on the dude. Geez, come on. But if you've got a guy like Kirk swinging the bat the way he is right now, and he's giving you what he's giving you handling the staff, and you're getting what you're getting from Jansen when you plug him in, that feels like it's a really good recipe, and you should probably keep that going. Is there anything to throwing Danny Jansen back there, and now we're messing with whatever's going on, in terms of how the staff is handled? Does Kirk start to take a dip because he's not getting the everyday regular ABs like he was? Like, is that something you want to mess with?
Well, I guess in the perfect world, it would be like put Jansen behind the plate and then let Kirk DH. Then you need to get a third catcher.
Yeah, and how many people want to roll with a third catcher? It's something.
Yeah.
It's something that's more feasible these days, and you think about doing it if you have somebody who can really give you more than just innings behind the plate. Say you can hide them over at first or third. And these days it's not too much to think that an outfielder or whatever might not be able to play back there either. But if you're going to have a third catcher, like he's got to be able to do some other things for
you. Anyways, nice little Blue Jays catching tandem breakdown. For all the people that tuned in for that, you're welcome. All right. Show him some love is back with a vengeance. I can't wait to tweet about Martin Perez after we're done with this podcast. I'm just gonna blow Martin Perez with a hardcore statistical tweet. Jake, actually, you know what? Let's throw a fucking ad read in here. Let's see. So many goddamn emails today.
Big email guy, huh?
Hate emails.
It's
Hate
spam.
them. But I love Father's Day. And
Do
that's
you?
why, yeah.
Do you? I feel like Father's Day could be a bit of a roll of the dice for you.
Why?
I feel like Father's Day is a day where you might shy away from the people. I feel like Father's Day is a day where you don't check the mail.
I don't get it.
You don't want to get any cards that you don't see coming.
What?
Do you have an illegitimate son, Jared, or no?
Oh.
You need to address it because people have been talking about it.
Well, listen. Sometimes
That's not a no. That's not a no.
Sometimes when a man and a woman love each other, Joe, I'll explain later. I'll
Yeah.
give you a call.
Yeah, I was here for that.
But here's the thing.
Tell me.
Here's a little gift-giving wisdom from Omaha Steaks.
Oh,
Dads want steaks.
in their grill.
And with Father's Day around the corner, there isn't a better gift than Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com, type Jared in the search bar, and order the Dads Want Steaks package. For just $99, this limited time package includes 16 mouth-watering entrees he's guaranteed to love, like smoky tender bake wrap filet mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, and their
Ooh.
air-chilled boneless chicken breasts.
Gourmet.
And for a sweet finish, delicious caramel apple tartlets. I'm getting hungry just thinking about them, Dallas.
Little tardies. How you, tartlets? Little tardies.
And as a special gift for the listeners of Baseball is Dead, when you type Jared in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package, you'll also get 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. These burgers are full of bold, beefy flavor made from 100% Omaha steaks, and now they're bigger than ever at a whopping 6 ounces.
Wow.
And don't wait. Send Dad more than just a gift. Send him an experience that he'll love and he can share with you. Go to omahasteaks.com, type Jared into the search bar, and order the Dads Want Steaks package. You'll get 16 entrees and 4 desserts, plus 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak. It's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. That's omahasteaks.com, keyword Jared.
Oh, the keyword is Jared. I thought the promo code was Jared loves the tip. I must have had the wrong.
Oh!
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 We got the Houston Astros giving Yordan Alvarez a big extension.
Yeah, they
Oh.
did, didn't they?
Yeah, and I'm sure that gave a lot of Astros fans a big extension.
Oh!
Because Yordan Alvarez is a breaded up chicken titties.
Yordan Alvarez with the absolute steal of the century contract. Well,
I mean,
I'll still say Acuna.
sure, because Jordan's not playing premium defense for you.
No. When was this announced? Was it announced on Friday or Saturday?
I was going to say like 2 or 3 days ago, whatever today is, 2 or 3 days after that. Before
Let's
that.
just lie and say it was Friday.
I'm into that.
Because that would mean that since he signed the extension, which by the way, 6 years, 115 million.
Mm-hmm.
He went 7 for 11 over the weekend with a triple and 2 homers. So he hit 636 in the series with an OPS over 2,000 after he got the extension.
Just kind of cementing why. I mean, straight up, this dude is as pure of a hitter as we have in the game of baseball right now. Like
I have numbers to back that up.
he handles the zone with such ease, and you don't ever really see him you don't ever really see him fooled terribly. Like he doesn't look just atrocious like you see some other guys when they take a big swing and don't connect. At times you'll see guys just look completely out of whack, like they have never played baseball before. Like, do you know what you do with that fucking stick in your hand? And he just doesn't ever do that. He doesn't, and it's power to everywhere. It's special, man. It is truly special.
So
Like, because it's doubles, it's homers. Like, we're talking 30-30, 40-40 type fucking power here. Like, this is who this dude could be.
since
When I say
making his,
40-40, I mean doubles, homers. Sorry, Jared. Not stolen
Yeah.
bases. Just one.
yeah, I was gonna say he's not that fast.
No,
Since
he's good.
making his major league debut on June 9th, 2019, here's a list of players who have hit at least 280 with a 940 OPS or higher. That list: Mike Trout,
He's good.
Juan Soto,
Pretty good.
Bryce Harper,
Harp's good.
Fernando Tatis Jr.,
That kid's good.
Jose Ramirez,
Joe Ram, good.
Yordan Alvarez. End list.
That's a good list.
And that's
It's a
since
pretty
he
good
made his
list.
debut. That's day one. That's not an arbitrary cutoff date. That is day one. I'm here in the big leagues. And since I've been here, here are the top dogs. Me and the other mega stars in Major League Baseball, most of which are filthy fucking rich or about to be.
Give me my motherfucking money.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this list, I mean, pretty much it's everyone except for Juan Soto that has like a huge mega contract.
Yeah,
Trout's
he'll
got
get it.
over 400 mil. Harper's got over 300 mil. Tatis has 300 mil.
Think about it. There's $2 billion in contracts almost right there.
Yeah. What was Jose Ramirez's extension? Wasn't anything crazy. It couldn't have been if he stayed in Cleveland.
It was north of 100, no?
Yeah, but I mean, like, once you start talking $400 million like the other guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it's big for Cleveland.
7 years, 141.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, give the guy his due. You're sneezing at 140 fucking mil. Come on.
5 years, 124. 150.
Did I
What
say
is
it
there,
wrong?
like an option or something?
I'm just looking at BRE. No. Basal reference. That's not E. There's no E.
So
in
then
that.
he probably was. It's probably it's 5 years. 5 years, 124 million. And there's probably like a fucking option or something that they don't count as guaranteed.
Either way, it's
Whatever.
a fuck ton of money.
It's a lot
He's
of
a
money.
star.
It's a lot of
And
money.
He's going to be a star.
lot
But,
of
I
money.
mean, if there's one team who didn't need to have the best pure hitter on a team friendly, or one of the best pure hitters on a team friendly deal, it's the fucking Astros. And there they go.
They can't stop. They can't stop producing the best hitters in the world.
Mm.
And some of the best pitchers.
Josh Fields, great
Yeah.
pitcher.
Their fucking staff is nasty right now.
Where is Josh Fields right now?
I don't know.
He's pitching. He's pitching.
I
Not in the
couldn't
big
tell.
leagues. Not since 2018.
Huh?
Jake, is that sun I see brimming through your blinds back there?
Yeah, it's a little sun, Dallas. Today we have partly cloudy. This is probably one of the parts where it's sunny. High 73, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Humidity 44%, UV index 8 out of 10, and we got a waxing crescent tonight.
Ooh, waxy
waxy
cressy.
Oh, that is just fucking dynamic field reporting.
Yeah. Little waxy
You don't get that
cressy
anywhere
for the
else.
Boys.
Don't get that anywhere else.
Yeah. You can't get good tickets anywhere else but SeatGeek. Did you know that?
Well, if you got a happy butt, you did know that. But if
Yeah.
you didn't have a happy seat, now you know.
That's right, Dallas. So when the Oakland A's come to town and they actually play in front of a big crowd, you want to get your tickets through SeatGeek next week. A's, Red Sox, a lot of people are already talking about it. And SeatGeek is so beloved by butts everywhere that they've made it the highest rated ticketing app, whether it's concerts, baseball, basketball, football, festivals, or anything else. SeatGeek puts tickets from all over the web in one place to make buying simple. And I'm probably going to go to that entire series. So I'm going to be I'm gonna be fucking pumping all kinds of action into SeatGeek for
You
that's
bet your
what
ass.
is it a Monday through Wednesday or is it a Tuesday through Thursday? Do you know?
I think it's a Monday, Wednesday, Johnny.
Okay. SeatGeek rates every ticket from 0 to 10 to make sure you're getting a good deal. Green means good, red means bad. And you, the listener, you guys can get $20 off your first purchase with the promo code Jared. That is JARED at SeatGeek.com or on the SeatGeek app. That's promo code Jared for $20 off your first SeatGeek order. SeatGeek, get your seat in a fucking seat and download the app today.
You're seeing a fucking seat, dude.
That's what I'm saying, brah.
That seat taken care of.
You kidding me?
My fucking screen all the way down.
You kidding me, dude? Jake, what else we got?
Hi, you. Come, you.
The Yankees figured out that the Tigers pitcher was tipping his pitches.
Yeah, John Boy had that video. It was fascinating. And he's really good at that shit. Yeah, fucking what about Hinch just leaving his guy out there to die? Like, you were the manager of the Houston Astros in 2017 and you can't figure out that they figured out that he's fucking tipping? You kidding me? Like, that was my first reaction was, A, this is fascinating that Jimmy was able to figure this out, break it down, have all the clips, load it up. Like, I don't think that a lot of people can like appreciate the true work that has to go into making a video like that and turning it around that quickly. So first, I had an appreciation for the production, the awareness, and the ability to break it down. After that, I was like, how was there not a single person in the Tigers dugout that couldn't figure out, because this wasn't just one inning. Like, this was over a fucking whole start that they let him out there to die for 10 runs. How did they not figure out that the Yankees figured out something on this pitcher? How the fuck? Like, why would you let that happen for so long?
Well, it's not like you're letting it happen. You're unaware.
If you have to figure that, like, every team has a guy or guys looking for shit like that. Like, that's
Correct.
their job. How do you not?
How
I guess
are your
it's
guys
hindsight's-
missing that?
Yeah, like, how are you missing that on your own guy?
I mean, yeah.
The fucking Rizzo homer, he just fucking leaned on that thing.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
You start
gotta-
giving up fucking cock shots to Aaron Hicks, you're tipping.
Well, you can, yeah, hitters can sell out. That's how much easier, not easy, because it's still not easy, but that's how much easier it becomes when you've got a really good idea of what's coming, where it's going to be. I mean, you see guys taking hacks at fastballs that are up and out of the zone because they know the fastball is coming and they want to get on that. You know, nobody's running up there trying to barrel up a 90-mile-an-hour fucking slider moving 18 inches. Nobody's in a hurry to do that. But if I know that the straight one's coming and it might be 3 inches up and out of the zone, fuck it. We're going. Because that's going to be 95 plus, and that could be damage right there.
Mm-hmm.
But to the point of just like, I'm trying to think about that Tiger lineup, Tiger roster. Like, you've got, you got Miggy, obviously. Just trying to think about the veterans in that lineup that are sitting there watching it. You got, I don't know, does Javi pay attention to stuff like that?
See, I don't know enough about their guys to know like who's good
You know,
at it.
scope. Well, that's the thing is that's why I think about the veterans. Like, it's the Scopes, the Miggies, Baez. You know what's going on there?
Yeah.
Like, are they into that? Is that something that they're doing? And again, if you have, and this is God's honest truth, like, how expansive is your analytics department to the point where you're spending energy on things like that?
Isn't it interesting that different organization, like not every organization in Major League Baseball is built out the same. Like, it's not like every team has this position, and then under them they have these positions, and then under them they have these positions. Like not like every team just kind of like makes up whatever positions they see fit. Like the job titles are different. The number of manpower behind a certain department is allocated how every team sees fit. Like it's just not uniform.
Think about baseball. Think about baseball teams as a chain restaurant, all competing to be the best store in the chain, and having the freedom to divvy up responsibility and focus on areas of concern for them that they feel will help them become the best producer, right? Be the best store. So in the world of baseball, wherever you think you can make up ground and become competitive or create a space between you and your competitor, that's where you're going to focus. That's why the attention to analytics had become such a thing. And now, I don't know how much conversation has been had about this, but like you almost start to wonder how much of basically just utilizing technology to assess idiosyncrasies of pitchers just got thrown under the analytics umbrella. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the analytics. Like, well, what are you studying? Like, because we've been able to gauge a guy's chase rate. We know if he's a first pitch aggressive swinger or not. Like, we have those numbers. There's some advanced stuff like exit velocity and shit like that hasn't been a big part of the game. Launch angle, like if a guy's consistently topping the ball, stuff like that. Sure, you can go and assess that. But I don't know, man.
So is the guy who's in charge of finding out who's tipping, is that like a coach or a guy like with a laptop?
So it could be like you have guys like, so for me, like the quality control coach that teams employ, he's got time to do that during the game, meaning he's on the rail. He's watching these guys. Like, and that's why having individuals who are good at those things or who know what to look for, who, have a certain set of filters that they can kind of run through to where you can pick things up. Like those guys are valuable because you haven't been able to use cameras in the game of baseball. And you've relied on the institutional knowledge of glove flaring, glove angle, position of the glove, height position, head nods, whether or not you're seeing knuckles on a grip. Like there's a laundry list of things that you want to know about that you might not ever hear about if you're not around guys who have spent time in the dugout and time in the game doing those things. So if I have the freedom to employ a gajillion coaches and I've got the money to do so, and I feel like that's going to separate me because I have the ability to focus on this area of the game, that area, then yeah, I'm going to do so.
You mentioned quality control coach. I know that was Mark Kotze's job before he's the manager of the A's. So you're telling me that the A's manager is looking for sign stealing or looking for tips?
No, I'm telling you that typically people that are in those positions have that institutional knowledge. Mark Kotze, a guy who played almost 20 years in the big leagues, fair amount of institutional knowledge. So was a tremendous acquisition as a bench coach, was a tremendous acquisition as a quality control coach, and was a easy transition into the manager position.
Perfect. Somehow, Dallas, you managed to get this topic into a A's discussion.
You just brought up Mark Kotze. I did not.
The quality control coach, which to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure the A's are the only team that employs someone with that job title. Anyway, Jake, what else we got? What else we got? Jake, what else we got? Jake, what else we got?
Oh,
are
you high?
What else we got?
We got Ryan Presley getting ejected for throwing inside.
Oh yeah, this was fucking nuts. There was only, the internet universally agreed that this was, what was it? Fucking Victor Carrabis. Was that the umpire?
Vic Carapazza.
Yeah. So
Vic Carapazza.
Ryan Presley comes inside on Michael Taylor.
Michael
96.
A. Michael A.
What?
Michael A. Taylor.
please.
Put some
Yep.
respect on the name.
96 inside. It's a 7-3 ball game at this point. There's no history between the two teams. Old Vic comes out. We got warnings issued. And now Presley's like, all right, you just fucking, there's no need for a warning. Now I can't come inside. And if I do, I'm going to get ejected. And then voicing that, essentially, he gets ejected before he can even throw another pitch. And this is, I mean, one of the more egregious ejections that I think I've seen in quite some time.
Was there really no history? Because I looked at the clip and Michael Taylor was like kind of like, what the fuck, as soon as he threw it.
Probably because he's like, oh shit, you just almost fucking hit me.
But he was kind of looking out like, hey, bro, watch yourself.
I think someone else got hit earlier in the game, but it was probably an accident. They got hit by like a slider or something.
Yes, got hit by a slider. That, I'm going to tell you right now, to some people, just simply does not matter. And I'm not saying that it just simply does not matter to Dusty. I'm telling you that there's a guy in the game by the name of Tony La Russa who does not give a shit if it was a clear slip of a breaking ball out of the hand that tumbles in and rolls at the foot of his hitter. Tony La Russa, if he hasn't already sprinted out to the mound to try to fight you for doing that, will absolutely be drilling somebody by the end of the ball game or by the end of the series.
I have breaking news.
Oh.
This is big.
Oh, how big?
Alejandro Kirk just liked my tweet about him from yesterday. I'm going to throw him a follow. Let's see if he follows me back. We might get Alejandro Kirk on this fucking podcast.
Oh, right, Kirky?
Yeah. If we get Alejandro Kirk on this podcast next week, that's the push to get Alejandro Kirk to LA, the All-Star game.
Alejandro.
I mean, he deserves it. What did you say? He's third amongst catchers in wins above replacement?
He's number one in the AL.
Oh.
Bruh, he's a lock.
Wow.
He's going to LA, man. We're getting him there. We're going to do a giveaway, a free giveaway. You vote for Alejandro. Can you still vote for players?
No, they don't. No.
Yeah.
I thought they still do that. They don't still do that? What are you talking about?
Do they? Of course they let fans vote. What are you talking about? Christ.
What do you mean? Are you Dallas? You just said they didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a serious question. Like how yes.
Okay. Yeah, fans vote. I don't vote because I'm not a fan. I'm a personality. I'm inside the game. I don't think it's like really my duty, but
I don't really.
Yeah, vote for him.
Yeah, the Royals, the 15 Royals are still getting votes for the All-Star game.
Yeah, that was absurd.
Yeah, dude. Joey Votto bought the fucking Zach Cozart a donkey for making the All-Star game because fans like you
Wasn't
went out there and voted.
The 2015 All-Star game, that was when like 7 of the 9 positions were Kansas City Royals, including like Alcides Escobar, who was hitting 222.
Yeah, well, and I'm fucking what you call it too? Was Taguchi on that team? Not Taguchi.
So Taguchi?
Yeah, that's not correct though.
Wasn't he on the Cardinals?
Yes. I'm trying to think of the. Oh fuck! There's another dude who, like, was hurt and was leading in All-Star votes. Just baffling. Yeah. Anyway, fans get to vote.
Shout out to the fans.
Jake, what do we got?
What do we got, Jake?
I guess David Ortiz's son, D'Angelo Ortiz, drove in Manny Ramirez Jr. for the
that's
Brockton
true.
Rocks.
Yeah, they're playing for the Brockton Rocks over here. I don't know, like what is that? What is that considered? The Brockton Rocks, ROX, by the way. The Brockton Rocks are a collegiate summer baseball team based in Brockton, Massachusetts, formerly a professional baseball franchise. The Rocks were a member of the Independent Canadian American Association of Professional Baseball from 2003 through 2011. So I only the Brockton Rocks were famous around here because Oil Can Boyd would come out of retirement and pitch one game. It's like a battle between Oil Can Boyd and Bill Lee for the record of oldest pitcher to pitch in a professional baseball game. How old is Oil Can? Oil Can Boyd. Oil Can Boyd is 62. And Bill Lee is... that's the governor of Tennessee. I was going to say. Billy, the pitcher, is 75. But yeah. So Bill Lee will come out of retirement to set the record for oldest pitcher, but Oil Can Boyd would once a year go and pitch for the Brockton Rocks professionally. But yeah, that makes me feel old. D'Angelo Ortiz drove in Manny Ramirez Jr. for the Brockton Rocks yesterday.
The second wave is coming.
Speaking of
shit.
Speaking of players' sons that we should know about, do you have any statement you'd like to release on the fucking number one projected draft pick? Is maybe that someone that you recognize now?
Oh shit! Yeah, that was that was great. It's I kid you not. Maybe an hour after the episode dropped, I don't even know where that was in the episode, but it wasn't long after it dropped that fucking Maddie hit me up and was like, "Bro, really?
Really?"
He's like, "Fucking Jackson, my son."
You didn't know Jackson?
And it's fucking, it's funny. I used to, man, I fucking love that little kid. He, when he would ride the bus with us, after the game, he'd get on the bus and I had this fishing game on my phone. You had to actually cast your phone and fucking crank it and shit. And he just loved it. So him and I, regardless of how the game went, him and I would be in the back of the team bus just fishing our asses off, having a great time. He fucking loved that game.
You knew him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And now he's going to be the fucking number one overall.
But you had no idea. We didn't know who he was, but you knew the kid.
Yeah. Thanks for the fucking backup, guys. Solid teammates.
We didn't know.
Solid teammates.
I'll take some responsibility there. I feel like that's definitely something I should know.
Yeah, you guys got to help me there.
Well, I was all in on Drew Jones, which I think everyone knows is the son of
Andrew Jones.
Yeah, I mean the son of. I was like, why do I want to say Adam Jones? Andrew Jones,
who everyone knows is the son of that Mr. Jones guy.
Yeah, my brain's a little fried because I had to wake up way earlier than I needed to this morning.
I was up at 8.
Jackson Holiday is the number one overall pick and is the son of former Oakland A's teammate of Dallas Braden, Matt Holiday, Cardinals legend, Rockies legend.
Oakland A's legend? What are you talking about?
I got a question.
Tell me your question. Ask your
question.
Does
baseball have a nepotism problem? Because everyone who's good at baseball's dad was in the fucking major leagues. Every single player. Vladdy, Tatis, Bichette, all these guys. It's insane.
A nepotism problem.
Why is that bad?
I'm just what about kids like me and Jared and Dallas and everyone fucking else in the world?
I'm the one who starts it. What are you talking about? Don't put me and you on the same team.
Exactly. I should have done that. You're not one of us, dude.
Joe. That's a great question. Does baseball have a nepotism problem? It's possible. Fernando Tatis, another one.
I mean, you guys, your baseball fields were the same size as mine.
Well, yeah, you didn't have a parent in the major leagues, dude.
That's true.
Vladdy, come on, the guy has an unfair advantage. It's not fair. it obviously is becoming more unfair than anyone ever expected. It's like every single time. It's literally more than you. I think it's.
You want to know why?
Huge problem.
You want to know why? No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because baseball is a sport where the transfer of skill and the implementation of these specific skill sets takes a certain level of dedication, a certain commitment to the very craft you're working at. So if you don't have the patience or you don't have the discipline to be able to handle the defeat that comes with this sport, it's a sport that can consume you. And that can happen at an early age. So if you have somebody in the house who you have maybe been around the ball, right? Like you've been in the field, you've been in the clubhouses, you've been around this, so you know this life. And that's why I always say having that pedigree, it absolutely is an advantage because you're having conversations, advanced baseball conversations at an early age.
Yeah.
You're playing chess in T-ball when those other kids are still trying to figure out how to get their finger out of their nose and run in a straight line.
Also, Fernando Tatis Jr., I'm pretty sure
Called his dad.
His dad was in the big leagues making millions in the United States, but he was like, yeah, go to the fucking Dominican Republic and go play in like these dirt sand lots. Like he's still, even though he had millions and was living in the United States, still wanted his son to kind of grow up in that Dominican baseball culture first.
And who did he call? Remember, rookie year, shit's not going well, slumping. What happened? He called his dad in. Dad comes out, spends a few days with him. Like the day after his dad showed up, Fernando Tatis, homer.
It's crazy.
So you get the guy back in the building, right? The guy who produced you, quite literally, and then the guy who helped produce you as a baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basketball. I think basketball is like that.
No.
You don't think basketball can be like that?
I think it helps any sport. It helps in every sport, but I don't know. I mean, I'm tapped into baseball way more than any other sport, but it happens in baseball more than any other sport for sure.
Like, what about like Bronny James? Like, he's not going to be his dad's size, but having his dad around, I mean, you got the fucking best basketball player of your generation, in your lifetime, potentially ever.
He wasn't that good.
Showing you how to go about it. Like from all angles. That's probably helping him out. He's not going to he's not going to come in and dominate the way that his dad did.
Sure.
But he'll get there. And I think that's similar. That seemed to be said.
Yeah, I just don't think it's as rampant as it is in baseball. Baseball, I agree with Joey. There's a nepotism problem. But it's not like I don't think we've ever really had like the son of a baseball legend make it to the big leagues and just fucking suck. Like Tatis is a superstar. Vladdy is a superstar.
How's
King
Biggio
Griffey
doing?
Jr. superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you just took the name right out of my mouth.
Barry
Joey.
Bonds.
Kevin Biggio.
He's all right.
There you go. So like in terms of superstardom, like his dad's a Hall of Famer.
Well, I don't think the bar should be superstardom, but like I'm talking like get to the big leagues and just flame out. Like Kevin Biggio is a big league.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, yeah, Kevin. Yeah,
he just didn't reach like I am a mega star that's in line to get a $300 million.
Well, right. Well, that's what you just said. You dropped a Fernando and you dropped a Vladdy,
right? And
so Joey's like, well, and I'm just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that's the bar. I'm saying like complete flame out. Like,
oh no, yeah. Kevin Biggio can play baseball.
he
is a big league ball player, no doubt. On base,
a flame out would be Pete Rose Jr. Throwback to Pete Rose Jr. He got caught up in the weeds. He did steroids.
Is that true?
I'm 90% sure. That's true.
90% sure.
Wow. That doesn't seem like a solid enough number for me to go throw that around.
Yeah. I know Pete Rose Jr. played like 20 years in the minors, like his whole life. And People are always
fuck.
saying that he was getting blackballed, and he came up for a little bit, but then he and then he did steroids, dude. It was a whole thing. I think he went to jail for doing steroids. Literally went to jail for it. Yeah, he like gave some to some of his teammates, and he got fucked for it. Pretty crazy.
Let's see.
Not many can say that.
Pete
It's
Rose.
tough.
Pete Rose Jr. sentenced to prison for drug distribution, May 1st, 2006. Pete Rose Jr., the son of baseball's career hits leader, was sentenced Monday to 1 month in prison and 5 months of home detention for distributing a steroid alternative to his minor league teammates. I made a mistake, and I heard a lot of people, Rose said. The judge is great. He was very generous, and I can't thank him enough for sending me to jail for a fucking month. What is that? He doesn't have to worry about me doing anything like this again. Okay.
See? You thanking the judge for a lesson learned, man. Good guy.
I mean, what? Just for like people that might be interested, what is a steroid alternative?
I'm guessing some sort of other supplementation, like a precursor, steroid precursor.
But you can't go to prison for
GBL or gamma butyrolactone
Yeah.
is
So it's like-
sold under the counter at retailers and gyms with claims to build muscle, improve physical performance, enhance sex, reduce stress, and induce sleep. When taken orally, GBL is converted to the date rape drug, GHB,
Jesus.
or gamma hydroxybutyrate.
Sounds like
Butyrate.
steroids.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's not a steroid. That's a fucking terrible evening. Is what that is.
I'm confused. Like, was he selling this as a performance enhancer or as a date rape drug?
Either way, it's a bad deal.
A drug he used as a sleep aid to some of his teammates at the Chattanooga Lookouts.
Yeah, so then there you go. If you're selling it as a quote, let me tell you right now, if you're pushing it as a sleep aid, buddy, that's fucking bad.
I think if you're riding the buses in the minor leagues, I think
Been
it's
there.
conceivable that you would want a sleep aid for the fucking long bus rides versus jumping to date rape drug. I mean, I don't know Pete Rose Jr. personally. Just trying to give him an out here. I don't know.
I'm not saying that's what I'm not saying he's out there raping people. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
well,
That's what
I'm
GHB
more
is.
confused.
That's
like
what
how,
GHB gets used for.
How do you get a month in jail for taking or selling a sleep aid?
Because of
it's
the
the
fact
date
that
rape
it is
drug.
because it's used that way. Like it doesn't
Okay.
have there's people that use it. You take a cap and have yourself a couple cocktails and that puts you in a really good spot. Some people say.
Right.
Puts you in a place that you can enjoy yourself, some people feel.
Mm.
And if that's the case, and that's how you party, well, there's rules against that.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know how we got to fucking Pete Rose Jr. drugging people, but Jake, what else we got?
Did you guys see the game that ended on 4 straight hit by pitches?
I personally did not. No.
I don't think
Me
any of
neither.
us saw the game. I actually read about this though.
Where is it? What level is this?
This was double A, I believe.
So this was a double-A baseball game. What was it? It was tied in the bottom of the ninth?
Yeah.
And he just
And-
fucking pegged 4 straight. What manager lets that happen?
Hey, what are you gonna do about it?
You fucking you peg the bases loaded and you let that guy just figure it out there?
It's 4 pitches. Happens fairly quickly.
I guess, but I all right. So
Well,
he
there's not
hits-
much time to even get a guy up.
I would
Was it
say
4 pitches in a row, or was he throwing balls and strikes, foul balls in between?
I think there was balls and shit in between. I can't find the article.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
and
if he
it's
threw
pissing me
4
off.
fucking pitches and they all hit a guy. Oh, here it is. The fucking
Oh no. Say it. Yes.
the
yes.
the Biloxi.
Nope.
Is that it? No, the Biloxi.
Biloxi.
The Biloxi Shuckers. The Biloxi Shuckers, the Brewers AA affiliate, suffered maybe the worst ninth inning ever in a loss to the Pensacola Blue Wahoos.
Wahoo!
The Marlins AA affiliate. Here's
The
what
final
happened.
six
in the inning.
batters.
Six
Daggers.
batters. Error. Walk.
Not good.
Hit by pitch.
Ow.
Hit by pitch.
Ow.
Hit by pitch.
Ow.
Hit by pitch.
Ow.
Well, his
Knock
teammates
it
got to pick
off.
him up. You got to pick your teammates up in the field. Come on now.
Wear it. That is such a lonely feeling.
Oh my god. Is this the same fucking pitcher? Is my question. All right. So
I mean-
it looks like number 29 is on the mound to start the inning. Does number 29 finish the inning?
Drilling 4 dudes.
I can't. Yeah, it's the same fucking guy.
Just a wild night. A wild night. You can't keep anybody off base. Ground ball, error. Fuck. Walk the next guy. Fuck. I got 2 on. Well, fuck it. I'll drill this dude. Bam. Bases loaded. All right. Here we go. Ground ball back to me. You, me. Catcher. Drill that guy. Fuck.
I mean, that's
Then you drill the
that
next.
is a crazy, crazy inning.
That is not ideal.
Like, does anyone talk to him on the bus after? I feel like no one, at that level, no one even wants to go near you. They're like, "Oh, get away from me! Like you're cursed."
Yeah, depending on where this individual's at in his season / career,
Mm-hmm.
because AA prospect league, like shit's running hot in AA.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be a call away, right? So, yeah, like it all depends on how this guy's handling things mentally. For me, failure like that is shit. Like, yeah, you have a blow up session and then you got to laugh about it because you know how hard it is to do that.
4 people in a row.
That's really hard. That is really hard to do. He probably couldn't do that again if he tried.
That's crazy. Oh my
Yeah.
god! I kind of want to like. I feel like we should try to get him on. Just be like, "What the fuck, man? Like, what happened?" Like,
Be like, look,
give
if you ever
him-
wanted to just air this out, if you
Yeah.
ever just wanted to ask the universe what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, like I feel like we should be able to give him the platform to shake this off and laugh it off and let the world know that he's not bothered by this.
Yeah, look, dude, I could give a fuck. I'll drill 4 mower guys tomorrow. I don't
Yeah. Yeah. All
Well,
right,
you're
that's-
acting like he is not bothered by it. He may never throw a strike again. You
That's true.
like that could be it.
We got to coach him back mentally. Because
Just throw
that's
strikes,
mental.
dude.
You hit 4 straight guys to fucking lose a game. That's a little mental.
Yeah, just those strikes, man. That's it. But let him put him in play.
that's absolutely a record. That has to be a record, right?
What's his face? Oh my god, what I forget his name. Oh my god, the guy who did the perfect game on acid.
Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis, I think he tried to hit every single batter he faced, tried to hit like 9 in a row, and I think he got taken out after like 6 or 4 or something like that. He wanted to send
I've
him back. He
drilled
wanted
some
to,
people in my day, but fuck.
he wanted to fire up the boys and say, I'm just going to hit every single batter I face.
Go for it.
And he tried, but they fucking wouldn't let him do it. Took him out.
What else we got?
Jack Flaherty made his first rehab start last night.
Yeah. Jack Flaherty. This is from Derek Gould.
Gould.
Jack Flaherty has completed his first rehab start. He retired all 9 batters that he faced. He struck out 3. He touched 96 with the fastball. And he needed 30 pitches to get 9 outs. So do the math, 10 pitches per inning. And we'll build pitch count / stamina from there. That's an encouraging sign for the St. Louis Cardinals, they're actually making a push right now, by the way. My Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, the Milwaukee Brewers have been so fucked by the injury bug so far this year. They've lost 3 straight. The Cardinals have won 2 straight. So coming into play here on Monday, the St. Louis Cardinals are only a half game back of the first place Milwaukee Brewers. So yeah, I don't know when exactly Flaherty, like based on this, Dallas, when would you say that we could expect Flaherty back by?
Well, he just made a rehab start.
Yeah.
Do we
1.
know how many pitches? I'm guessing minimum of 45.
30.
30.
Yeah. I just fucking said we're gonna have a powwow with you after this.
I got
to clean it up.
I got an alert that John Axford is playing catch today.
He didn't retire?
No.
Fine catch.
Yeah. Anyway. So 30 pitches, yeah. So you're looking for, hopefully, again, baseball fans who might not know. I'm sure you do, though. I'll just refresh your memory. 15 pitches per inning on average. That's the big league average, 15 pitches per inning. So when you hear pitch counts, just always kind of reference that. And if you're watching a ball game and you're looking at pitch count and you're thinking, damn, this guy's got a shit ton of pitches early in the ball game, then you start to think about, hey, he might have some quick innings. Average it out, 15 per. So they would love to get 2 up and downs for Jack Flaherty. And that's what's most important about the rehab process is getting the arm up, getting the arm down, and then getting the arm up again, pitching, getting through that, resting, recovering. How does the recovery go? That's going to be the biggest thing. And that will always be the biggest, especially for the shoulder.
Jake?
And that's what's barking, right?
Yeah. It was like the oblique too, right? Didn't you have like a fucking...
Well, he had shoulder issues, lat issues, didn't he?
Yeah. Yep. Shoulder rehab. Everything feels great. Everything feels great, he said. Wow. I'm excited for Jack Flaherty to come back. Not too excited because I don't want the Cardinals to overtake my Milwaukee Brewers. Jake, what else we got?
The Dodgers and Mets split a 4-game series over the weekend.
Yeah, they did. I bet you they fucking had Freshly before those games, though.
All
Probably
powered up.
So like it's just they
well, they
both
can focus.
sides. It's a huge series, and it's food that's fast. It doesn't have to be fast. Freshly offers quality meals without the hard work. Their meals are designed by nutritionists, cooked by chefs, then delivered fresh. Other meal deliveries need to be prepped and cooked, but Freshly is ready to eat in 3 minutes. No one wants to spend an hour cooking dinner after a rough day at work or an infuriating commute. At the end of a long day, takeout doesn't have to be your only option for an easy dinner. Whether it's for you or your whole family, Freshly gives you convenience, flavor, and nutrition. Get delicious chef-made, nutrient-packed meals delivered straight to your door. No cooking required. Fresh and never frozen, ready to heat and enjoy in just 3 minutes. Use the Freshly website or the app to find meals that fit your lifestyle with plans that work for your dietary needs, preferences, tastes, and family size. Choose from over 50 nutritionist designed entrees like their classic peppercorn, multi-serve sides like their masterful mac and cheese, or their new line of plant-based meals. Skip the grocery shopping and dirty dishes. Your meals arrive cooked and fresh every week. New meals are added weekly, so you're never stuck eating the same thing over and over. So stop stressing about dinner right now. Freshly is offering the listeners of Baseball is Dead $125 off your first orders when you go to freshly.com/Jared, Jared. That is $125 off at freshly.com/Jared. So this Mets-Dodgers series was a benchmark series for both teams because they are neck and neck in the standings in terms of best record in the league. Even after this series, they are separated by just one game. The Mets are one game better than the Los Angeles Dodgers. What I found most interesting about this series was that they each beat the other team's best starter, at least from like they went into the series. The Dodgers don't have Clayton Kershaw. The Mets don't have DeGrom or Scherzer. They still split. But as far as the best available starters go, they both lost in this series. And I want to say they were very close in runs scored and hits in the series. It was the most evenly split that I've seen this year.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. The finale ended 5-4, with the Mets taking that last one in 10 innings.
Yeah.
And then the game before that was on Sunday. Saturday's ball game, Mets took 9-4.
Yeah.
But then
they both blew each other out, and they both won a close one.
Yeah, and then the Dodgers won that. I guess you could call it a blowout. They won by 6-1 on Friday night. And then Thursday, they won 2-0. So, yeah, the first two games, Dodgers win. They win the tight one to open the series, and then they win the second game handily. And then the Mets answer back with a bitch slap of their own, winning that ball game 9-4. And then the back and forth, or the tightly contested finale. And I'll say this, all right? The Dodgers split that series. The Dodgers came into that series playing 28 games in a row, or 27 games in a row, something like that. They played 30 games in 31 days, or 31 games in 30 days, excuse me. So to finish off that kind of a stretch against what right now looks to be your hurdle to where you want to go, I don't know if that's telling right now. You make the point about the pitching staffs not being whole and what that could look like later in the season, the impact they could have. It's a fun series to watch, because I think these are both the barometers for whether or not you think you're going to be successful. Whoever you are in the National League, you think you're going to be able to take on one of these two juggernauts?
So listen to this. In this 4-game set, Mets-Dodgers, the Dodgers had 31 hits. The Mets had 29. The Dodgers had 20 singles. The Mets had 18. The Dodgers had 6 doubles. The Mets had 5. Neither team had a triple. The Dodgers hit 5 home runs. The Mets hit 6. The Dodgers scored 16 runs. The Mets scored 15. The Dodgers walked 9 times. The Mets walked 9 times.
About as evenly matched as it gets.
The Dodgers had 11 extra base hits. The Mets had 11 extra base hits. The Dodgers had 52 total bases. The Mets had 52 total bases. The Dodgers grounded into 2 double plays. The Mets grounded into 2 double plays.
So I'm going to say it right now. Jacob DeGrom, Max Scherzer, absolutely changed the way that this series looks, and could very well be the tipping point between these two clubs come to shove.
So you're saying
the series is that close. Think about that offensive production right there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you impact that? What's the only way? Is now you start matching up arms. All right, well, if it's that close, who do you want? So who do you want to take? You got Kershaw on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want to use to cancel him out? DeGrom or Scherzer? Either one. So let's say you're going to use Scherzer to cancel out Clayton Kershaw. Well, now you got a healthy Jacob DeGrom back.
When is DeGrom due back, by the way?
It's going to be a minute.
Yeah. Like, what's the latest on fucking DeGrom? Because we keep talking about it. Mets get good news on Jacob DeGrom and Max Scherzer. This is from NewJerseyfucking.com today, 5:15 this morning. The New York Mets wake up Monday morning with the best record in the National League after splitting a 4-game weekend series with the Dodgers. The Mets also received a double dose of good news over the weekend with respect to injured right-handers Max Scherzer and Jacob DeGrom. DeGrom has been sidelined since the start of the season with a stress reaction in his right shoulder. MLB.com reported, quote, for the first time since spring training, DeGrom threw off a mound on Saturday, firing 19 fastballs at what general manager Billy Epler called moderate intensity.
So like 94?
Yeah. DeGrom will continue his mound progression at Citi Field in the coming days before graduating to live BP and eventually a series of 3 to 5 rehab starts. Saturday's bullpen session marked a modest but notable step forward for DeGrom, who hadn't thrown off a mound since experiencing right shoulder
about a month and a
discomfort
half
in late March. He was shut down from throwing for about 6 weeks before beginning a progression off flat ground.
Yeah, about a month and a half. Think 3 to 5 series of starts, 5 days in between starts, 5 times 5, 25. So about a month or so.
Scherzer has been sidelined since May with a strained oblique, and the 3-time Cy Young Award winner had a close call over the weekend, according to MLB.com, which reported that while rehabbing in Florida, Scherzer was bit on his throwing hand by one of his dogs, but the resulting injury was mild and not to affect his timeline. Scherzer turned to Twitter to calm any concerns. Quote, just clearing a few things up. My dog Raffy hurt her leg on a run. She was howling in pain, and I went to calm her down by putting my hands on her. When I did that, she bit my right hand. Fortunately, it was not a bad bite. I took 1 day off from throwing and was able to throw a long toss the next day. This will have no effect on my rehab, and this is literally a non-story.
How did that get out?
And
Who found out about that?
And in other news, Raffy has gone to live on a farm a long way away from here.
Yeah, dude. If I'm the Mets fan, I hate that dog.
Man. Hey.
I'm not a Mets fan. I love that actually. I like all dogs, but Mets fans are pieces of shit, dude. They do that kind of thing. They blame the poor animal that was hurt.
That's true. Well, fucking Lindor fractured his finger shutting it in a hotel door. This only happens to the Mets. Like, yeah. I'm glad that Max Scherzer is fine after getting bit by his dog on his throwing hand. Like, it's always something with this fucking team, and they're having a great year. They have the best record in the National League. They just split a very important series with the Dodgers. But Max Scherzer getting bit on his throwing hand while already injured with an oblique injury. And then you have Francisco Lindor, your franchise player, fracturing his finger in a hotel door. Like, I can live with on the field injuries. Like Max Scherzer getting hurt with the oblique, like out on the mound, fine. Like, that's going to happen. He's old. He pitches with intensity. Great. But when you have your franchise shortstop fracturing his finger in a fucking door.
Is it fractured?
Yeah.
Well, did he not play yesterday? So he's done. He's hurt, like bad.
I don't know. I don't say he's hurt bad.
That's a fractured finger.
That sounds bad to me. I'm not a finger expert. Wish I was.
Big finger guy?
No.
I mean, he's not even on the IL, is he?
Let's see.
I don't think
Francisco
they put him on
Lindor. Yeah, he played yesterday.
Yeah. The buddy system, bro. Take that son bitch up. Let's go get it.
Yeah.
Come on. Ronnie Lott chopped his fucking
a
fingertip
game.
off. Let's go.
He missed a game. New York Mets shortstop Francisco Lindor revealed a freak accident kept him out of Thursday's game against the Dodgers.
You have to play Game 7 World Series, but you got to do it without an index finger or without a big toe. What are you doing?
Wait, say that again?
Game 7 of the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
You got to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to do it now without an index finger or a big toe.
On what foot?
What hand?
You're right-handed, so the big toe on your right foot.
What about the finger? It can be either hand or throwing hand.
Yeah, throwing hand. Fuck that. Making shit real tough on you.
I mean,
definitely the toe.
It'd have to be the toe. I know that that's like gonna fuck with my balance, but like I can't throw the 1-1 split without an index finger. I'll figure out the balance.
You can't swing a bat without a finger.
Index doesn't even need to be
I
on
could
the
probably I could probably still hit homers without an index finger.
4 fingers?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, are you going just DH? If you're going just DH, I didn't make that rule. That was a stupid question.
Yeah, I can't throw the 1-1 split without my index finger. Also, Steve Cohen was tweeting about it. He said Lindor just got hurt by a door. Ironic.
That piece of shit, dude. Once they started being bad, he stopped tweeting. Now he's back tweeting, man.
I love it. You know what? Because he is a fan. He's a fucking fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's a true. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put Uncle Stevie back in his box.
Yeah, he's just like us.
That's right.
He's
Fans
just like us.
Fans have been asking for this for so long. So don't you dare, baseball fans, even fans who aren't a fan of Steve Cohen, don't you dare ask him to knock it off. This is what you've wanted. Somebody in that kind of position with that kind of authority, just willing to be like, yo, here's what I'm feeling right now. Like, how the fuck can these guys not get hits? He's not afraid to say that. He's not afraid to ask how big league hitters can't get hits in the big leagues. He'll ask you that.
Oh, yeah.
He will inquire.
He's definitely toned down, though.
Yeah, he's making less headlines with his Twitter recently.
It's all good.
I want to hit on this one thing, though. Pete Alonso played in all 4 games against the Dodgers, but over his last 18 games, in which the Mets are 13-5 in those games, he's hitting .338 with an 1150 OPS. 8 homers and 3 doubles in his last 18 games. That's a .735 slug, and the OBP is .415. I mean, 18 games is it's a chunk. Like, I'm not ready to put Pete Alonso in the MVP discussion just yet. I think Paul Goldschmidt, Machado, those guys kind of Mookie.
Oh, is that all?
What, 3 guys?
Yeah, no. Is there nobody else? Is there?
You want Nolan in there?
Oh, no. I thought you wanted Nolan in there, right?
Who did you pick to be the MVP before the season started?
I picked Paul Goldschmidt.
No, I don't think you did. No, I don't think you did. Jake, who did he pick? Do you know?
I'm going to check right now.
Yeah, it's definitely not Paul Goldschmidt.
It is Paul Goldschmidt.
He literally advocated for Paul Goldschmidt to get DFA'd on April 30th.
that
Relax.
He did say that.
See, Joey? Scott.
He didn't outwardly say he should get DFA'd, but he said DFA candidate Paul Goldschmidt. Like, he posed as a question being like, that's something that I believed. You guys agree with me?
No.
That's basically how that went down.
The old Jared Carrabis, correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Dallas said that Paul Goldschmidt should be designated for assignment, and
don't you
not option they just straight up released after we're not going to even offer him a minor league assignment.
It didn't happen. Jake, who did I pick? Did you
Mookie
find
Betts.
it out?
He picked Mookie?
I did.
Terrible pick. Terrible pick.
He was one of those names you just threw out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's just having a hot month right
Okay.
now.
For sure. Yeah. Probably sustain that though. Probably keep it going all year. Might win the fucking MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Jake, what else we got left here?
The Guardians have moved into second place in the AL Central, knocking down the White Sox.
Little love for the Guardians here. Okay. What do you mean? Why don't you love the Guardians? It's because the A's are playing them for the Peacock game.
Just not, not looking to put them on a pedestal right now.
All I'm saying is that this weekend coming up, this isn't even an ad read. I don't even think we have Peacock as an ad read. But yeah, those Guardians, man, they're playing good ball.
I think the White Sox are that bad. They're playing that fucking bad.
Yeah, is that what's happening? Are the White Sox that bad, or are the the Guardians right now that good
They're playing about the same.
in this moment in time?
It's the White Sox being bad.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, the Guardians have overachieved a little bit. I think the Guardians, everyone was off the Guardians when the season started because of ownership. They traded players and people, or their payroll was so low. But
then they extended Joe Ram.
They did. I guess that gave them the karma. But I mean, if someone told you before the season that the Indians would be what they're like 1 game under 500, 2 games, they'd be like, yeah, okay. But if someone told you the White Sox were like going to be 3 games under 500 after they won the division like in May last year, be a way bigger surprise.
Have the Guardians had canceled?
Well, they played. What's their record?
So I'm looking at it right now, and since April 29th, the Guardians have the 5th best record in the American League. Yankees, Astros, Rays, Twins, Guardians at 17 and 13. But they've played 30 games. The Twins have played 37 games. The Yankees, Astros, and Rays have all played 35 games. Why have the Guardians only played 30 games? How many fucking games do they have rained out?
Well, Midwest in April. Yeah, no, not good.
Yeah, they've played they've played the fewest games in baseball over that span. Yeah, no one like the Blue Jays are at 33 games. That's nuts. The A's have played 37 games. Wow. Road warriors, those guys. But yeah, 5th best record in the American League since April 29th. And on like coming into play that day, where were they at? 7 and 12. They were 7 and 12 coming into that game. Who'd they beat? Oh, that was when they began their three-game sweep of the Oakland A's.
So that's all we have for today. That's nice. It's been a great Monday.
People keep doing that, huh?
Weather's nice outside.
A lot of people are just doing that.
It's an off day.
Yeah. International Dark and Stormy Day. Is that this week, Jake?
Probably. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go
Thursday.
Drink.
We all know the power of an MVP.
Consume.
They make good teams great.
Many
the folks at Gosling's Rum know a little something about MVPs. All the most valuable fans and super fans across the world who have made the Gosling's Dark and Stormy one of the most popular cocktails on the planet. That delicious combo of smooth Gosling's Black Seal Rum and spicy Gosling's Stormy Ginger Beer cannot be beat for a summer cocktail. Visit goslingsrum.com to get Gosling's products delivered right to your doorstep and get $15 off your first order of Gosling's Rum, Ginger Beer, or Dark and Stormy cans using the promo code DraftKings. DraftKings is your promo code. 21 and over only. Please drink responsibly. Yeah, wow. All right. So yeah, the Guardians are doing it, man. Now
shout out Tristan McWinsey.
Yeah.
Dealing.
Yeah, he is. I almost picked him as my dark horse for the Cy Young this year. I think it would have been a little over aggressive.
Still, but I mean that's why they're called dark horse picks. You don't necessarily see him coming. You know, hey, didn't have him on the radar. Boom, here he is.
Boom.
Yeah, he's carving right now. He's carving. Beebs
best
doing
hits
work.
per 9 in the league right now.
Yeah, Beebs is doing work. Got to get Plesac. Got to get him on track.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get there. We start to get those 3 dudes firing. You know,
got a 3.10 ERA. 3.10 ERA. Look at this whip, Dallas. Fucking
McWinsey's
0.62.
Yeah, sub 1, bud.
86 too. Okay.
No, yeah, I was gonna say is
0.86.
Yeah,
that's still fucking nails. Good for him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell him that right now.
Very happy for him. Very happy for him. Also, very happy for my third place, our third place Pittsburgh Pirates.
Raise it.
So
They're on fire, bro.
oh, that's right. That's right. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on the Buckeyes. Coming for that Central. Nobody wants to stake a flag in it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We will.
Yeah.
We will.
Did you see
As I look right now, outside of the American League Central. Oh, never mind. The NL West. I was going to say the 7 games separating the Pittsburgh Pirates from the first place Milwaukee Brewers
Oh boy.
is the smallest margin between the
All
third place and the first place team in a division.
Mhm.
But the San Francisco Giants come in at 5.5 out of the Dodgers.
Mhm.
Mark my word. On this date, June 6th, the San Francisco Giants will not see first place
Wow.
at any point in time during the season. This is the Dodgers division to lose, and it's just not going to happen.
Mm.
I just wanted to revisit that for no particular reason whatsoever.
Yeah, you're a hater. We get it.
I'm not a hater, and that's why I wanted to revisit that, is because I'm not, and I wanted to show that I have grown and I can move on from what happened last year and assess this season completely independent of the one prior, in which the San Francisco Giants set a franchise record. An incredible feat. 107 wins, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got that. This is a new season, and I'm on to that new season. That's all.
My final thought. You see Joe Madden. Maybe this is his way of firing up the boys. They asked him about Joe Adele getting called back up again, and he was like, "Yeah, he sucks, but like he's coming." Did you see that?
He said that. He said he sucks.
Here's the
No,
quote.
he didn't say he sucks.
This is what he said. Joe Madden on what they saw from Adele to decide on the call up. Quote: "He actually wasn't doing that well. He was like 5 for his last 50, but sometimes a guy gets stuck at AAA for a little long and you might lose something because I've seen a lot of guys go through it." And he struck out 22 times in that 5 for 50 stretch.
In AAA?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be fired up, dude. Adele, it's gonna be fired up.
That ain't good. Well, that's no fun walking it. Well, but I mean, like straight up, that's the truth though. Like if you have any self-awareness,
It's the truth, but it's like,
you know,
all right, you're getting called up to a team that's lost 11 straight games. You've been up here before. Like he's been on the, I don't even know what their minor league team, the AAA team is, but
Salt Lake Bees.
He's been on the Salt Lake Express for a couple of years now. And it's like, hey, Joe Adele just got called up. What do you got to say about it? Like, oh, well, he kind of sucks. Like, you know, he's 5 for his last 50, but he's coming, I guess.
Joe's like, look, let's try something. We got to try something. Let's get somebody else in here. We'll mix it up a little. Who knows? Maybe it's a lineup thing. You know, maybe we get a guy up in here. He gets a couple hits. He gets hot. We start plugging away. Things change. That's who they want Joe Adele to be anyway, right? He hasn't panned out to be that big impact player that they hoped he would be. The call him up, stick him there, and now he's in the lineup 6 out of 7. Like, he hasn't been that dude. But when you can't win a baseball game, going on 2 weeks almost, fuck, you'll try anything.
Yeah, I think Joe Adele, when he got called down, like said something like, "Haven't I done enough?" Like was kind of like a little like not into it.
Yeah, not excited about it. You hate to be a guy that
He
So
got
what do
sent
you
down,
think?
he just totally wasn't into it.
So what do you think he feels now, though, bro? I thought Joe's supposed to be a players guy, players manager.
He got sent
Well,
down. He just totally didn't
is.
vibe with it.
If you think about it, he what was he, Jared? 5 for what?
5 for 50.
5
Yeah.
for 50.
22.
5 for 50 with 22 punch outs.
You're right. He does. He rides with his guys.
Like, he's damn lucky the phone call isn't asking him to just not show up.
It's a good point.
Like 5 for 50, and you're getting a call to come to the big leagues. Like, that's kind of a microcosm for what's going on over there right now. Like, you know what? We've lost 11 straight. I know what'll do it. I've got it.
Give me the guy that's 5 for 50. Get him up here.
Right now. And that's no knock on Joe Adele, dude. That's just
No, that's
he's
a knock. You just said he sucks.
No, Joe Madden said he sucked.
Yeah.
Joe Madden said, direct quote, he actually wasn't doing that well. He was like 5 for his life. And the word like is in
Like,
Yeah, it
yes,
is.
exactly. That's and see, I'm glad you caught that because that's what did it for me. Is I
Yeah.
was like, ooh, that fucking hurt.
because
that's
like I don't know.
he's
what
just
the
like
exact
he's
number is.
spitballing. He's like, I don't know. I've seen the numbers. They're not great. It's like
Yeah.
fucking 5 for 50. I don't know.
Yeah.
We were barely even paying attention, but whatever.
Yeah.
He was like 5 for 50, 22 tickets. Anyways, yeah.
But
he
you know
was
what?
called
Hey,
up.
you know what? Spin zone. That's the mad scientist at work once again. He's like, you want to know what? I know what this organization needs. And this is a perfect opportunity. Oh, fucking Joe, at it again. I didn't see it until right now, boys. I didn't see it until right now. 2 birds, 1 stone, Joe. That's who this is right now. We need wins. We need Joe Adele to get his shit together. What are we going to do? Joe Adele's coming up. He's going to get his shit together in the big leagues and help us win baseball games. Nobody else saw that coming. I did. Joe Madden.
That maybe he's gonna stick him in leadoff tonight.
Hey,
First
Joe.
pitch.
How do you fire up the boys?
You get Joe in there.
You get
You
that
stick
fucking
in
5 for
get
50
your-
in there and you let it eat. That's what
You get your worst player who can't hit, can't play defense, and you put him lead off, and he fucking rakes.
That's what you gotta do.
Oh, man. See,
You gotta
people
bench Mike Trout. Bench Mike Trout for being 0 for his last 26. You put Mike Trout on the
No,
bench.
trade him. Trade him.
Trade him.
Joe Adele's leading off starting in center field today. Mike Trout, get the message.
Yeah.
Fucking hot seat, Mike Trout.
Yep. That's how you
Wow.
fire up the boys. All right. Is that it?
I'm
That's
just
it.
astonished at what fantasy football can do for a team. This is Angels are reeling because of Commissioner Trout.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, man, and that's why I want to just acknowledge this. I just want to say congratulations to Jake for winning the election.
Oh,
The
wow.
people have spoken,
Wow.
and I don't even want to fucking be commissioner anyway. That sounds terrible.
I was just,
Sounds like
I
the
was just
most
getting
annoying
ready
thing.
to congratulate you on the amount of class that you delivered that statement with and how big of a man it takes to be able to do that. And you followed up with, "Oh, you fucking be the fucking idiot."
Yeah, I just want to say
I don't give a care.
it was a fair election. Jake won. The people have spoken. The right guy won. I don't give a fuck. You know, That's-
Fuck your election.
I still,
Jake's-
Jake's the commissioner of the fantasy football league, but I would say at this point, Joey's the commissioner of the podcast.
in a lot of
he's
ways.
here to settle some debates.
He's here for you to try to get to agree with you. Yeah, we get it.
Dude, I
Is that
only
it?
agree with Jared. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you
That's
haven't
not
shown
true.
You haven't shown the kind of stoner camaraderie that I would expect you to show. I'm not. I mean, maybe that's because you're smoking that Reggie, and I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. I'd like to lift you up if I could. I've tried to help, but you're like, no, dude, I'm on this. You know, I'm a jewel guy. I mean, it's what I do. I'm like, fuck. All right, dude. If that's the route you want to go, I'm trying to get you to blow diamonds, cuz you ain't having none of it. It's all good.
Well, let me know, Dallas. We'll do a targeted attack on Jared. We could work that out. We do have that clip of him saying the Red Sox are back. Maybe today's the day we put that
You know
out.
what? Maybe I don't want Joey to be the commissioner.
No, I think Joey is a solid pick, and it's an unbiased decision that needed to be made.
No, I don't think. I don't think.
I like that. So that's good for me. Yeah,
we
we'll
don't
get
want
that
big
clip
government.
and,
We want small government.
no,
Bro,
we're here
if
for
you're
the
not the commissioner, you can't decide who's the commissioner.
That's, you know what? You relinquish that power a little too early. Jared, not too quick on his feet today, folks. Sorry. We're going to catch you a little bit later. Be sure to download, subscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, leave a comment, then resubscribe.
All right. Well, all right. Jake, congratulations. You're the new commissioner of the podcast.
What? Dude, that's too many jobs, bro. Come on. Be serious.
No,
Be
he can
serious.
handle it.
This
Be
is,
serious.
this is,
He's got like 6 meetings. He's got, he's producing a ton of shows.
Jake's a
Come on.
big meter, dude. You can't do that to him. It's very unbecoming of you, Jared, to just start transferring power all willy nilly, like,
Well, he won
just,
the election.
you know,
Fantasy football election, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
the
mean, I
fantasy
feel like if we put this to another vote, Jake would win that one too. And the
no,
whole thing.
that's see,
Yeah, no,
There-
it would be. You know, it would.
there you go. All
would.
fucking, all poly presumptuous today.
Mm-hmm. Jake's takes.
Fuck those refs last night in the NBA Finals. That was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Ruining the game, and we'll just have to score 1 million points in Boston to win those games because we're not getting any help from the refs. That's for sure.
Wow. Is that typical of Boston fan bases to ask for help from the officials in the contest that you're a part of? I'm just trying to new here.
We just
Is
want to
that-
be neutral.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you asked for help, so I wasn't sure if that meant.
Well, it's offsetting everything. It's balance. It's about balance.
Well, asking for help doesn't imply you're looking for balance. It implies you're looking
Overall balance.
help. I just want to make sure that
Overall balance, Dallas.
You scared? You
Wait.
scared?
This second part of this fucking podcast is 2 hours. This is like a 3-hour fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got shit to do. I got Top Gun waiting.
Yeah. I got shit to do too.
Revving up your engines, listen to the hound. Mhm. I don't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah, it sounds really like it. Thanks for looking out.
You fucking telling me I'm not? I am easy. We've had this discussion. Like, give me a bar, give me a verse.
Mhm.
I get a golden ticket. I'm going to Hollywood.
No doubt. Yeah, you're doing amazing. All right. We'll be back on Thursday. Enjoy your week of baseball. And once again, congratulations to Jake, officially the commissioner of the Baseball
Fantasy
is Dead
Football
podcast. Has the final say on everything that we can't solve
Fantasy
between the
football
boys.
related. Love it.
Love that. All right. We'll see you later this week.
Wee-yow!